There we go. How's it going, guys? And welcome to my Tottenham versus Leeds Monday Night Football Premier League watch-along. It's a big one tonight. Tottenham have the chance to go 4 points clear of the relegation zone and basically 99.9% secure their Premier League survival for next season. It's been an embarrassing season for Tottenham, to be brutally honest, but they do have a brilliant chance tonight to end pretty much all of their relegation fears, because they go 4 points clear with 2 games left to play. So it's a big one tonight. They're hosting the Leeds side, who are confirmed safe after West Ham lost to Arsenal yesterday. Leeds safety was confirmed. I've got to say, what a job that Daniel Farke's done, considering the fact he was potentially 2 games away from being sacked. And those 2 games were against Chelsea and Liverpool at the start of December. Managed to beat Chelsea, drew to Liverpool, and now he is, for me, he should be considered for Premier League Manager of the Year. He's done that well with Leeds, so fair play to him. I'm going to go through the team news. We've got about 11 minutes till kick-off at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So for Spurs, Kinski in goal. He started every game so far under De Zerbi, whilst Vicario's been injured. He keeps his place again. A back four of Udogie, Van der Ven, Danso and Porro. Same back line as against Villa. Midfield 2 of Bentancur and of Rodrigo Bentancur and João Palhinha. Conor Gallagher apparently in the number 10 position, with Matthias Tell on the left, Randall Kolo Muani on the right, and Richarlison up front. For Leeds, they've gone with a slightly different formation to the one they've used for most of the season. They've got Darlow in goal. It looks like it's going to be a back four with Strauch at left back, James Justin at right back, 2 centre-backs, Bijol and Roden. It looks like it could be a midfield three of Ethan Ampadu, the captain, Al Tanaka and Anton Stack, with a front three of Daniel James on the right. He's only started 2 Premier League games since August, so he's got a great opportunity to impress tonight. It looks like it'll be Aronson on the left with the main man Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front. No Noah Okafor for Leeds tonight, which is a big miss. He has been in brilliant form recently. And also no Jayden Bogle. So that is most likely why they have gone with a change in system. For Spurs, obviously they've still got loads of injury concerns. James Maddison on the bench for the 4th game in a row. This could potentially be his first game back since he tore his ACL in pre-season. He's been on the bench for the last 3 games, but hasn't made an appearance just yet. But I'm sure there's a chance he will be on the pitch tonight. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know your predictions in the chat, guys. I'm actually going to go for a Tottenham win. I think they're going to make it 3 wins in a row. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've been absolutely awful at home this season. They've only won 2 league games at home all season, and they haven't won at home in the league since December. 5 months that was. They've played, I think it's 9 home Premier League games since they last won. 3 draws, 6 defeats. So, yeah, it's just been a terrible season for Tottenham overall. But they've got a great opportunity tonight to, let's be honest, if they win tonight, they will survive. Because West Ham would have to win their next 2 games. And if they don't, they'd be down. So, yeah, I mean, for Tottenham, I mean, obviously it wouldn't have been nice seeing Arsenal win yesterday as they go closer to their first Premier League title in 22 years. But, of course, with West Ham being literally a point below them, I think it was probably better for Spurs that Arsenal won. I know it sounds crazy saying that, but what's more important for Spurs, them staying in the league or Arsenal winning the league? You probably say, from a Spurs point of view, them staying in the Premier League is more important, 100%. Because obviously if they get relegated, all their players will leave, and yeah, it will just be, I mean, I'm sure they probably come straight back up, but like a season in the Championship is not something a Spurs fan would probably want to go through. Speaking of the Championship though, there is a big Championship game on tonight. It's the Championship playoff semi-final 2nd leg between Millwall and Hull at the Den. If it goes to extra time tonight, which it can of course, as it's the 2nd leg, if it goes to extra time tonight, I probably will watch it. So that means more stream time for you guys. But yeah, I don't think it will go extra time. I think Millwall will win 2-0. That's what I'm going for, and they will be the first team going through to the playoff final at Wembley for the 23rd of May. But yeah, if it does go extra time, then I will carry on the stream to watch it. Because obviously, I did a watch-along for the first leg. It was very boring. It's still the only 0-0 I've had on one of my watch-alongs so far. But yeah, but for now, the main focus tonight is Tottenham against Leeds. 1-1, I think. A team struggling at home versus a team struggling away, and 1 eye on Saturday. 1 eye on Saturday? What do you mean 1 eye on Saturday? Who are you talking about there? Spurs don't play on Saturday. Yeah, Spurs Their next game after this is next Tuesday. They've got who they got? They got Chelsea away, because obviously Chelsea got the FA Cup final on Saturday, so that game had to be rescheduled to the Tuesday, the 19th. Yeah, you're going for a 1-1. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw, to be honest. Tottenham have only won 2 games at home all season. But to be fair, Leeds have only won 2 away games all season. And one of them just had to be at Old Trafford, didn't it? Yeah. And that was the game that Leeds won at Old Trafford was the first time they'd won away from home since September. It's funny because Leeds have been very good this season. They've drawn a lot of games. They've drawn 13 league games this season, which I think is the most apart from Bournemouth, who have drawn like 16. So yeah, but ultimately for Leeds, any point is crucial. I mean, Leeds. Who have Leeds got on Saturday? Why do I not know who Leeds have got on Saturday? Leeds on Saturday have got... They play on Sunday. They've got Brighton. Yeah. There's no Premier League games on. There's no Premier League games on Saturday. Lo, I'm having a moment. I was going to say I thought I was bugging there, but no. There's only one game on. Bloody hell! Now I can't think. There's only one game on Saturday, and that's the FA Cup final, Chelsea against Man City, which I will be doing a watch along for. Definitely. Been a long day. We've got about 6 minutes till kick-off at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. For fuck's sake. Yeah. We all have our moments, Dad, don't worry. Look, to be fair, I mean, I don't really like Leeds, obviously, being a United fan, but I wouldn't mind seeing them win tonight, because it makes the relegation battle more interesting, especially because obviously for next game week West Ham play before Spurs again. West Ham play on Sunday away at Newcastle, and obviously Tottenham have to wait until Tuesday because obviously Chelsea got the FA Cup final and Tottenham's next game is Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, any chance of Tottenham getting relegated at Stamford Bridge is over now, because obviously West Ham lost yesterday to Arsenal. Oh, they've got the flames going on the pitch. It is a big game tonight for Spurs, 100%. But yeah, I feel like they are much more... I wouldn't say... They're not going to be relaxed, obviously, but I feel like they'll be much more calm than they would have been like 2 weeks ago. Because even if they lose tonight, they are still outside. They are still 17th. They won't be in the relegation battle. Thinking they're in the cup final. No, Dad, you can't forget it. Chelsea beat Leeds in the semi-final. I know, Chelsea winning a game. You know, it's incredible. Players are about to walk out. Yeah, big night for Spurs. Massive. I honestly do think they win. Like, I don't know what... I know they've been so bad at home this season, but I just think... I must say, De Zerbi's done very good since he came in. 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. Again, it's not going to be perfect considering that Tottenham are just... not great, are they? But the fact that they've won 2 games in a row, which is something they've not... So yeah, Tottenham hadn't won 2 Premier League games in a row since the first 2 games of the season before they beat Villa last week. So yeah, they're getting better, definitely. But they could be back to square one if they were to lose tonight. I do think Okafor's going to be a massive miss for Leeds. He's been in brilliant form recently. He scored twice at Old Trafford, scored against Burnley, scored against Wolves. He's been on very good form recently. And he scored against Tottenham in the reverse fixture at Ellen Road, but Tottenham won that game 2-1, thanks to goals from Matthias Tell and Mohamed Kudus, who hasn't played since January. It looked like he was going to be back for De Zerbi's first game in charge against Sunderland away, but then he suffered a setback, so he's out for the rest of the season. But yeah, Tottenham have had incredibly bad luck with injuries this season, and I don't even think their starting lineup tonight is that good. I just think De Zerbi is... Again, confidence is a scary thing in football. Like, even if you just win 1 game, no matter who it's against, it can just help your confidence so much. I feel like that's what Tottenham needed, just to get 1 win, and now, obviously, to go to Villa Park and win, to make it 2 Premier League wins in a row, very impressive. Teams are now walking out onto the pitch at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for a big night in North London. I mean, for Leeds, this game means nothing. They are safe. But I'm sure that they would love to make the relegation battle very interesting, as obviously it doesn't involve them. Yeah, let's see how this goes tonight. And I will also keep you guys updated on what's happening in the playoff semi-final in the Championship between Millwall and Hull. Yeah, I think Millwall win that 2-0. How can that Spurs stadium be in the Championship? I mean... I don't know. Genuinely, will they have empty seats next season? Look, I don't think they go down, but let's say they do. They will have some empty seats in that stadium. But I tell you who else will have empty seats? West Ham. You really think that 60k seater stadium is going to be filled in the Championship? No, absolutely not. They'll have at least 20k. They'll have at least 20,000 empty seats, 100%. If West Ham go down, well, you could say the same for Tottenham. To be fair, like I find it mental that next season in the Championship it's either going to be that Spurs stadium, which for me is one of the best stadiums in England and even the world, or the London Stadium, 60k seater stadium. It's ridiculous. It's incredible. It's genuinely incredible. How Tottenham are in this position, I do not know. But ultimately, if they do stay up, this can't happen again. No. The only way has to be up for Spurs. They cannot be in another relegation battle ever again, really. They should not be 17th in the Premier League. Never. They're a Big Six club. They should always be at least competing for Champions League football every single year. They don't have to get it every year, but they should be at least competing. But the fact that last 2 seasons, I mean, I guess you can let them off from last season because obviously they won the Europa League. They weren't really focusing too much on the Premier League games. But ultimately, it didn't really end up working because Ange Postecoglou got sacked. I mean, I know they won the Europa League, but for Ange, like, what was the benefit? Because ultimately he lost his job from it because he just didn't focus on the Premier League games. But now the fact that Spurs have been focusing on the league games this season and the fact they're 17th, it's just, yeah. I know they've won their last 2, but they've got massive issues still, 100%. But they have a good manager. And to be fair, if they do stay up, they have been rumoured to sign in a lot of very good players. Andy Robertson, who's obviously leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. If Tottenham stay up, it looks like they're going to be getting him. They were linked with him in January as well, but that move didn't end up happening. Marcos Senesi as well from Bournemouth. He's leaving as a free agent. I don't understand. Like, Iriola's obviously leaving, the manager, and Senesi. Like, Bournemouth could be playing Champions League football next season. I know, I say it every stream, but I always end up talking about Bournemouth. I'm genuinely just excited about the prospect of Bournemouth playing Champions League football next season. Like, it's incredible. Like, Bournemouth going away to the Bernabeu. Like, it's incredible. But yeah, I just don't understand that. I know Spurs are a bigger club than Bournemouth, but who would you rather play for now, Bournemouth or Spurs? For me, absolutely, you go Bournemouth. We are about to kick off here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I could definitely see Leeds winning. I just think Tottenham, their last 2 games, I mean, they didn't play amazing against Wolves, but they played brilliant in the first half against Villa, which is ultimately why I think, I mean, the body language before De Zerbi came in was appalling. It was appalling. I honestly thought there was no way back, especially after that Brighton game where obviously they conceded last minute. It wasn't to lose the game, but like it would have been 3 massive points, and they missed out on it. But 2 wins in a row could potentially make it 3 tonight. And I mean, if they draw, it's not the worst result, but West Ham could still overtake them if they beat Newcastle on Sunday. Here we go. Leeds are about to get us underway for a massive night in North London. And we are off here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham versus Leeds, the Monday night football. What more could you ask for? Premier League football on a Monday. It doesn't get better than this. Let's see how this game goes then. I mean, I just want goals. Yesterday we only had 1. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was tense in the end, obviously with the West Ham goal being ruled out for offside. No, it wasn't offside, it was a foul, bloody hell. But yeah, the goal being disallowed. Obviously there was drama, but I just want some goals. Like, is that too much to ask for? I just want goals. Leeds have already got a long throw in here, and it's Ampadu who takes. Danso with the header. It's still in the box. It's Strauch, and it comes out to Dan James. James whips it in. It's not a bad ball. Oh, could have been an early... Well, it was a decent chance there for Leeds within the first minute of this game. Leeds have not lost away in last 6, and Spurs have not won at home for the last 5 months. Yeah, but Leeds have barely won away, though. That's what. So, honestly, I think anything could happen in this game. I really do. But yeah, Tottenham's home record is embarrassing, considering how, like, for me, they've definitely got one of the best stadiums in world football. 100%. Like, I mean, White Hart Lane was iconic, but like this stadium is just incredible. It really is. The infrastructure, you know, obviously with the NFL and F1 tracks, and because obviously this is an NFL pitch as well, and obviously they've got their F1 circuit. Like, genuinely, the project and the infrastructure behind Spurs' stadium is incredible. But the fact they've not won here in 5 months, it is very embarrassing. Like, if Tottenham do stay up, they've just got. I'm sure their fans will just forget this season like that as soon as the final whistle goes on the last day. But the job's not done yet. The job is not done yet in terms of survival. I do think they will survive, but I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong. There could be so many more twists and turns in this relegation battle. Here is João Palhinha. Be interesting to see if he stays with Spurs permanently. Again, if they stay up, he probably will. But if they go down, this is what I mean. Like, if Spurs go down, there's just all of these players are going to leave. What players will actually stay? I cannot tell you a player, like, especially in this starting lineup tonight. I can't tell you a player who's going to stay. Like, the only one I could see staying is Kinski, the goalkeeper. Because to be fair, he's young and he'd probably be the best goalkeeper in the Championship. But apart from that, I mean, Van der Ven's not going to stay, is he? Your doggy won't. Porro won't. Danso won't. Gallagher, no. Palhinha will go back to Bayern. Bentancur will go. Richarlison will definitely go. Colomani will go back to PSG. And Tell will go as well. Like, none of this team are going to stay in the Championship. But to be fair, Spurs have got players like, obviously, Xavi Simons, Kulusevski, who are injured. Obviously, Simons is not going to play again this calendar year, so they might be forced to stay. Simons will... Because obviously no one's going to buy an injured player, are they? But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I'm saying all this, but I do think they will stay up. But there is still a chance they get relegated. I mean, the fact that it's still a possibility at game week 36 is incredible. Honestly, if you told me like coming into this game, like at the start of the season, you're thinking Tottenham Leeds game week 36, that'd be a big game for Leeds, because they'll probably be in a relegation battle by then. But it's actually Tottenham in a relegation battle. I'd be thinking you're having me on, but no, this is the reality of Spurs at the moment. And again, obviously, if they had their fit players like, Maddison, Kulusevski, Kudus, Simons, would they be in this position? No, probably not. But I don't think they'd be... They wouldn't be, like, challenging for Champions League, I don't think. They'd be, like, probably mid-table. Maybe going for, like, Conference League at best. But, because even if Tottenham stay up, there is a lot of flaws in this team. They're gonna have to have a very good summer. No foul on Aronson there, says the referee. Here is Porro to Danso. I've been very impressed with Danso under De Zerbi. Obviously, Romero got injured against Sunderland. But I think to be fair, saying that, Danso obviously made that error against Brighton. What I mean is the last 2 games was what I was meant to say. Completely forgot Danso made that error against Brighton. But no, he's a solid centre-back. Yeah, they're just showing a stat on Sky. Since December the 1st in the Premier League, Leeds have played 22 games. They've only lost 4, and they've earned 32 points from a possible 66. And in terms of the Premier League table, since the start of December, Leeds would be 7th. It just shows you since that, because before then they were in a bad place. They lost like 4 Premier League games in a row. It looked like Farke was going to be sacked. Like, the turnaround has been incredible. But to be fair, I think it would have been harsh if Farke got sacked anyway, even if he lost those 2 games, which, let's be honest, saved his job, because Leeds were always going to be in a relegation battle anyway. But obviously Farke's previous history in the Premier League, obviously got relegated with Norwich in 1920, 21-22, was in charge for the first few months. It's funny, he won his first game with Norwich in the Premier League since they came back up, and the same day he got sacked. Like, you waited this long to win a game. You win a game and then you sack your manager. But again, Farke probably didn't have the biggest budget to work with at Norwich. He obviously got a much bigger budget at Leeds, and he's proved to be very capable in this league, so fair play to him. Here's Porro. Finds Colomani. That's a nice play from Spurs. Colomani still has it. Porro whips it in, and it's headed away comfortably by Jakob Bijol. Spurs still have it, though, with Colomani. Oh, it's good from Aronson. Oh, Calvert-Lewin's giving it away to his former Everton teammate, Richarlison. Here's Matthias Tell. Your doggy has it. Finds Tell going up against Rodon. And that is just about kept in. And that should be a goal kick. And it is a goal kick for Leeds. I mean, it's incredible. 9 wins in 35 games this season for Spurs in the Premier League. I mean, that is unforgivable, really. The fact they're not on double digits. I mean, I think they will get to double digits because I think they'll win this game. But it's just incredible they're in this. In this situation. Oh, this isn't good for Leeds. James Justin is down. I mean, he's not down on the floor. He's on one knee. I'm not too sure what happened. Obviously, Leeds have got Jayden Bogle out for this game and Noah Okafor and no Goodmanson or Gruev. So I don't think Farker will want another injury concern. I'm not too sure what happened there, to be honest. He just went down on one knee. But they showed a stat of how good Leeds have been since the start of December. Now they're showing a stat for Farker. He's not won in his last 3 Premier League meetings against Spurs as a manager. So, yeah. Oh, they're putting something up Justin's nose. He's got like a nosebleed or something. Yeah, he's got a nosebleed. Not ideal within the first 7.5 minutes. Wish that dog would shut up. Yeah, he's genuinely got a nosebleed. I have no idea. How did it happen? Oh, Colomwani caught him in the face as he played the ball back to Porro. Porro played it forward to Colomwani, but yeah, it'll be okay to carry on. But yeah, it's bloody hell, his nose is red. He's gonna have to go off the pitch as well. Again, not a big fan of that rule, but I can understand why for a nosebleed. Yeah, he'll be alright. Yeah, he's been good, James Justin. He scored an overhead kick recently against Wolves. Yeah, signed him from Leicester, who obviously are going to be in League One next season. I thought he was just going to be like a rotational player, but he's a regular starter nowadays. He was brilliant for Leicester a few seasons ago. I thought he should have been in the England squad. I thought, honestly, he was brilliant. When Leicester were like at their peak, which was like going for top 4, like literally not even like 5 years ago when they finished 5th twice in a row. Yeah, Justin was unreal at that point. Bentancur across to Porro. Oh, that's a brilliant ball forward to Richarlison, but it's good defending from Joe Rodon, and Darlow comes out to claim the ball. Literally, I looked away for 1 second, and it's a brilliant pass. I must say, brilliant run from Richarlison. I don't know, it's a poor offside trap from Leeds. Great pass from Porro. Richarlison with a brilliant run. Terrible touch. There we go. Yeah, bad touch. Yeah. If there's that, oh bloody hell, Darlow, what are you doing? Gallagher pressing him down like a rabid dog. It was really good pressing from Gallagher. He's very good at. He won't stop running, Conor Gallagher. But Darlow, I mean, seriously, why do goalkeepers take so long on the ball? If in doubt, just go long. I know that's not the saying, but yeah, like it's okay to go long sometimes. I know Pep's revolutionised the English football in terms of like playing out from the back, but that doesn't mean every team has to do it. Here it was good defending from Danso. You doggy. And it's going to be a throw-in for Spurs. I mean, in terms... I don't really like to talk about XG because I think it's a load of nonsense. Because, like, expected goals, like, it's either a goal or it's not. Like, you get what I mean? But in terms of the XG table, because XG is quite a big thing nowadays, Leeds sit 11th in the XG table, but they are... Where are they in the league right now? 15th, I think. Yeah, because it's Spurs 17th, Forest 16th. I think it's Palace 15th. Oh no, Leeds are 14th, aren't they? Let's have a look. Leeds in the Premier League table are right now 14th, but they were 13th. They were 15th, sorry, before the start of this game. But yeah, I mean, I just think the XG table is a lot of nonsense. For example, in terms of the XG table, Sunderland should be in the relegation zone. But they shouldn't be, should they? Because they've been absolutely brilliant all season. So I honestly think it's just a load of nonsense. But I saw the stat before the game and I thought, yeah, why not write it down, innit? Palhinha to Colomwani. Now Bentancur. Since Bentancur, 'has come back in to the side from his injury, Spurs haven't lost a game. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really like to talk about XG because I think it's a load of nonsense. But I saw the stat before the game and I thought, yeah, why not write it down, innit? Palhinha to Colomwani. Now Bentancur. Since Bentancur has come back in to the side from his injury, Spurs haven't lost a game. So Yeah, really poor pass there from Gallagher, and it's out for a goal kick. Yeah, Gallagher started every game under De Zerbi as well. I'd say, what's going on here? Referee Jared Gillett has gone over to... He's having a conversation with De Zerbi. I don't really know what over. I'm really not sure what over. Is it something to do with him not being in his technical area or something? Because whenever De Zerbi's team score a goal, he loves to do a celebration where he just goes out his technical area. But they didn't score, so I'm not too sure. I do like De Zerbi. He's a very good manager. Can be a bit of a nutcase sometimes, but very good coach. Yeah, so far Spurs have had 68% of the ball. They've only had one touch in Leeds' box. Leeds have only had 32% of the ball. Have had 2 touches in Spurs' box. So not much going on just yet. Hopefully a goal soon. A goal would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be very, very good. Yeah, I mean, Leeds' recent record against Spurs is not great whatsoever. I mean, obviously, they're in the Championship for the last 2 seasons before this one. Oh, that's a really poor pass from Palhinha, but Justin just couldn't get past Porro. That's good from Stack, and Leeds have got it back here with Tanaka. Spurs are pressing brilliant here, and Gallagher wins it back. Gallagher with the ball into the... Well, it was a really good ball, actually. He's gone to Matthias Tell. Tell up against Roden. Finds your doggy. Should look to cross it in, but he goes across to João Palhinha, who can score a few. Porro. And that's a really poor pass, and Strauch has it back for Leeds. But Spurs have won it back again. And it's going to be a Tottenham throw-in. Yeah, I must say, Spurs were not doing this under Tudor or Frank. Like, they press so high. Like, they don't stop running. I mean, I know that's part of De Zerbi's football, but yeah. It's quite, if you're a Tottenham fan, it's really refreshing to see, because they were not doing that at all for the first, 32 games of the season. Or 31 or whatever. Yeah, because De Zerbi's, he's managed 4 already. 5, 6, yeah. Obviously, there's 38 games in the season. Here's Porro, crosses it in on his weaker left foot towards Richarlison, who wins the header. Ampadu with the header. That should go out for a corner. And it does go out for a Tottenham corner. I think that's the first corner of the match so far. Yeah, I mean, as bad as Spurs have been this season, they have scored quite a few goals from corners. Yes, they've scored 16 goals from corners in the Premier League this season for Tottenham. Only 1 less than Arsenal this season. It's going to be, I assume it's Pedro. Oh no, it's going to be Matthias Tell to take. Tell whips it in. It's very deep. It's gone all the way to Richarlison, and that's going to be another Tottenham corner. Darlow couldn't keep it in. Yeah, I mean, I know Spurs have won their last 2 and unbeaten in their last 3, but in their last 5 Premier League games, they've only scored 5 goals. Yeah. But they've been better defensively, which is why they're getting results. I mean, again, it was not hard to be... It's not as hard to be as bad defensively as they were before De Zerbi came in, conceding goals left, right, and centre. I'm really surprised Porro's not taking this corner. It's from the other side this time. It's going to be Tell again. Tell whips it in again, and he hasn't even beaten the first man. Dan James headers it away. Porro this time will cross it in. It's really good. Oh, it's a very good header away from Joe Roden. And Stack manages to keep it in, but ends up giving the ball away. This is positive from Spurs. Gallagher. Palhinha to Udogie. Now Bentancur. Yeah, just keeping possession for now at the moment, Spurs. It seems like Leeds are playing a front two tonight of Aronson and Calvert-Lewin. I mean, on FootMob, it said it was going to be a 4-3-3. A front three of Aronson, Calvert-Lewin and James, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Long ball across to Colomwani, headed away by James Justin. And Porro tries to keep it in, but it goes out for a Leeds throw-in. Yeah, Spurs' home record this season is terrible. They've played 17 games, they've won 2, 11 points all season, which, yeah, I checked earlier. Spurs are bottom of the Premier League home table. They're below Burnley and Wolves. That's how bad they've been here. So for Leeds, I think it would be a travesty if they were to lose tonight. I know Tottenham have been better under De Zerbi, but they're still not. They're not amazing, are they? Let's be totally honest. But ultimately, Leeds' away form has not been up to scratch. They're 18th in the away table, so. I mean, I know I said Tottenham would win, but I do think this game does have a draw written all over it. I'm going to be brutally honest. I mean, a draw's not. It's not bad for Tottenham, but again, it's still all to play for in the last 2 games, 100%. Yeah, West Ham need to hope Leeds can do him a favour. Leeds got a free kick here. Stack takes it. It's not a bad ball. It's not a bad ball in. Yeah, Stack is very good at set pieces. Arguably been Leeds' best player all season. James with a poor cross, and Spurs have it back with Tell. Got to be careful here, Tell. Got to be really careful. Oh my God. Oh wow. Bloody hell. What are Spurs doing? Seriously. Oh, now they're coming forward here with Colomwani. Bloody hell. What's happening here? Colomwani. And that's out for a goal kick. I mean, what is Matthias Tell doing there? Bloody hell. I know he didn't have a lot of options, but like, just try and win the goal kick. Play it off James. He gets himself into loads of trouble. He's very lucky there. Does Danso get a bit of a touch on that to take it away from... Yeah, he does. I mean, James Justin was ready to header it in. And then now De Zerbi's saying, calm. Yeah, that was really silly from Tell. He's got Kevin Danso to thank, because otherwise Justin would have probably headed that in past Kinski. His Stack to Bijol. I honestly think Leeds can kick on next season and maybe even... Oh, what is Darlow doing now? He's giving it away to Bentancur, but it's a really poor pass. It's gone straight to Ethan Ampadu. Oh, Ampadu has done amazing there to get away from Bentancur and Palini. He's coming forward. Van der Ven approaching. He finds Aronson. And that's going to be a Leeds corner. Yeah, you can see how red Justin's nose is. Yeah, it's a really poor pass from Bentancur, but look at this from Ampadu. Oh, that is excellent from the Leeds captain. I mean, it's like a 5-on-5. Yeah, Aronson tries to pass to Justin, just fails to control it, but Leeds have got the corner. Yeah, he just stumbles, doesn't he, Justin? 20 minutes gone, still goalless, but it's not been a bad game so far, at all. Don't forget, guys, to like the stream and subscribe to the channel. We're on 295 subscribers, I believe, at the moment. Ball coming in. Chance! What a save from Kinski. Brilliant header from Roden. It was heading for the bottom corner, but Kinski with a fantastic save. He managed to catch it as well. Yeah, it was a short corner from Leeds. Stack to Aronson. Aronson is a very good ball in. Roden. Oh, what a save that is. That is absolutely brilliant. He has to claw it, Kinski. And then just about claims it. And now Tottenham are coming forward here with Richarlison. This is end-to-end stuff. I'm loving it. And the flag's up. I wonder what Tell was doing there, but yeah, flag's gone up. I must say, you've got to give massive credit to Antonin Kinski, because honestly, when he had... that's so close to going in. That is so close. Brilliant ball in from Aronson. Roden is completely unmarked. He's a really good header. Kinski, wow, that's a brilliant save. But yeah, as I was saying, you've got to give credit to Kinski. When he made those 2 errors in Madrid against Atletico in the Champions League, I thought his Tottenham career was done. Like, honestly, how can you come back from that? Like, genuinely. 2 errors. And not just the fact he made the 2 errors, but the fact that Tudor brought him off after 20 minutes. I mean, I honestly thought there was no way back for him, but obviously Vicario got injured, and Kinski, this is his 5th game in a row. I mean, he conceded 1 against Sunderland and 2 against Brighton, but I mean, he's only kept 1 clean sheet, but he hasn't made like a mistake or anything. No, definitely not. And to be fair, the goals that he's actually conceded, the goal against Sunderland was a deflection. Both goals against Brighton were stunners from Matoma and Ruta. And the goal he conceded against Villa, Buendia, was a brilliant header. So, yeah, and he made a brilliant save against Wolves to win Spurs all 3 points as well. So, yeah, he's done very well. Fair play to him. And if Vicario was to come back before the end of the season, I honestly think keep Kinski in, because Vicario's been awful this season. So many errors. I remember that error he made against Fulham where he came out, he cleared it, it went straight to Fulham, and then Harry Wilson just, it was a brilliant finish. It was into an empty net, but Vicario, for some reason, when he cleared it and gave it away, like he didn't go back to it. Normally keepers, when they lose the ball, they chase back to their goal. Vicario did not do that. So ultimately, and it was too late by the time he got back there. It was already in the back of the net. But just those type of I just feel like goalkeepers sometimes just make silly decisions. But yeah, Kinski has done very well since he came in, so fair play to him. I thought that was a foul from Gallagher on Stack, but the referee didn't give it. Just over halfway through in this first half in North London. I think it's been quite even so far. I mean, the best chance of the game, definitely the header, the Joe Rodon header. Brilliant save from Kinski on the line as well. Kevin Danso long throw-in incoming here. Have Tottenham ever scored from one of Danso's long throw-ins? Because they're very good, but they just never seem to score from any of them. Oh, they could have done there. Richarlison goes for the spectacular. But it goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, Darlow had to punch it away. Van der Ven was on him. Richarlison, I mean, I think that was more of an overhead kick cross than an overhead kick shot. Bijol goes long to Calvert-Lewin, who's obviously the target man. He headers it on, but Spurs clear it away. Rodon wins the header, and now your doggy. And Tanaka, that's probably going to go out for a throw-in, and it does. Yeah, still 0-0 between Millwall and Hull as well. I mean, it'd be typical if that Millwall-Hull game had goals in it, considering the fact I did a watch-along for the first leg and it finished 0-0. So, yeah, we'll see. But right now it is 0-0. Spurs, they've had 63% of the ball, haven't had a shot yet. So, yeah, they've got to improve in that department. I did say it was quite even, but I honestly thought Spurs had at least one shot, but no. Nothing so far for De Zerbi's side. What I will say, if Tottenham were to lose tonight, that massively changes the relegation battle. Like, massively. Because obviously Tottenham's next game is away at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea, and I'm sure that Chelsea will do anything to get Tottenham closer to relegation. Obviously West Ham have got Newcastle 2 days before. Obviously Newcastle, their European hopes are pretty much over, so they've got nothing to play for. And obviously Newcastle have had a very poor season as well. So I think West Ham could definitely get something from that game. But I think West Ham have been good. They've actually been good, but also just a bit unlucky. Like, I guarantee you, they will come straight back up. Oh, brilliant run from Tell. I think that might be the first shot that Tottenham have had. I don't know if it's going to go down as a shot. Really good run, though, from Matthias Tell. Bentancur found him. Brilliant dribbling. Like, that is superb from the Frenchman. It's really good defending at the back for Leeds. I'm not too sure who it actually was. I think it was Bijol. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to go down as a shot, but very encouraging there from Tell. And he's now going to take another corner here. Richarlison's gone down before the corner's been taken. I mean, you're never going to get a penalty for that. I mean, come on, the way that Richarlison went down was so excessive. Do me a favour. Well, the corner should now be taken, hopefully. Ampadu still on Richarlison. Loads of players in the 6-yard box. Tell whips it in again. And once again, Leeds header it away. Yeah, all the Spurs, so far, Spurs' corners have been very disappointing so far. Gallagher puts it into the box and Tanaka wins the header. And it's going to go out for a throw-in. Where are the goals? Where are the goals? They're not coming yet. And another Kevin Danso long throwing coming here. I'm being genuinely serious. I don't think I've ever seen Tottenham score from a Danso long throw, and I'm not even trying to jinx it. I genuinely cannot remember any time where they've scored from one of these. I mean, Danso I know he's not like a regular starter. I mean, if Romero wasn't injured, I don't think Danso would be starting. Oh, that could have, again. They're always threatening those long throws, aren't they? Yeah, and Tottenham get another corner from it. It's incredible to throw the ball that far. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's like Rory Delap all over again. Another Spurs corner. I'm assuming, yep, it's going to be Tell to take it again. I'm surprised Porro's not taking it. Porro's normally good at crossing. Here we go. Tell's fourth corner of the game, I believe. Is it going to be any different? Maybe. Oh. Just about clear. Here's Gallagher. Now to Tell. Tell with a very good ball in. And it's going to be a goal kick. It was Bentancur going for it, but nothing could come from it. Yeah, it's a really good ball from Tell. Bentancur just couldn't keep it in. Yeah, he was a little bit unlucky because he got a decent connection on it, Bentancur, but then it hit him again and went out for a goal kick. Leeds opting to play out from the back again, and now they go long. It's not a bad ball at all from Bijol, and Calvert-Lewin headers it on. James trying to get it from Udogie. And it's really good defending from Udogie to go out for a goal kick. It must be so annoying as an attacking player when a defender does that. I mean, it's smart play to let it go out, but it must be so frustrating because you're trying to go one way, then the other to try and keep it in. But yeah, if you're the defending team, you absolutely want your players to do that. Kinski goes long, and Spurs have got it in a decent position if Richarlison can keep it, which he did, but then he tried to find Tell. Roden was in front, and he let it go out for a throw-in. Spurs still yet to have a shot. I don't think that Tell chance went down as a shot. I'll have a look. Did it go down as a shot? Oh, it did. Oh, they've had 2 shots now, Spurs. Okay, clearly I don't know what I'm watching. They've definitely not had a shot on target, I can tell you that. Darlow's not been tested just yet. Yeah, only 1 shot on target so far in this first half an hour. Don't forget, guys, to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on so that you never miss a future upload. Gallagher, that's good. Oh, brilliant. I must say, Tanaka, that is superb. Here's Aronson. And again, Spurs win it back. And now they lose it again. And now have they got it back? Yes, they do. And that's really good play from Spurs. It's Kolo Muani. I mean, he's all on his own. Tell's trying to support him. Kolo Muani plays it across, but Tell's not going to get there. Or, yeah, no, Tell wins it back. And he's got to cross it in. He does. Puts it in, headed away by James Justin. Both teams can't keep the ball for longer than 5 seconds. Porro puts it in. Richarlison! And Tottenham have finally had a shot on target. They haven't scored, but it's better than it was before. Yeah, it was never going to trouble Darlow. It was literally straight at him. Good ball in from Porro. Just couldn't get the cleanest of connections on it, Richarlison. Oh, what's happened here? What has happened here? What has happened here? Oh, I know what's happened. Oh, no. I know what's happened. The 8-second rule has come into play. I mean, we have not seen this a lot this season. It's still a thing. Darlow had the ball in his hands for 8 seconds, and a rule that was introduced in the Premier League this season, if the goalkeeper has the ball in his hands for 8 seconds, a corner's given to the opposition. Wow. I mean, I think I've only seen that like once or twice before this game. I mean, Daniel Farke's not happy, but ultimately, surely... But what the referees do, they do a countdown. They do like 5, 4, 3... So they... how can you not, like... Imagine they score from it. Oh, they could do... Oh... Porro! Oh, it's off the line! Oh, my God. Imagine you can see from one of these corners. Gallagher's shot, and it's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, I've got to say, I would honestly crash out if I was managing a team, my goalkeeper had the ball in his hands for 8 seconds, give away a corner, and then they score from the corner. That'd be terrible. And they almost did. Porro's shot off the line from... It wasn't off the line, but it was going in. Struijk had to clear it. And then Gallagher went for the shot, and it came off Van der Ven, went out for a goal kick. They're still talking to the fourth official about it. I mean, it's fine. He didn't concede from the corner. It's fine. Tell your goalkeeper to not have the ball in his hands for more than 8 seconds. Why is it 8 seconds, though? That's so random. And surely be... Like, it's quite specific. Like, why not just like 5 seconds or something? Calvert-Lewin almost got there ahead of Van der Ven, and then Kinski comes out to sweep. Richarlison headers it on, but Leeds go back to Darlow. But yeah, genuinely, I've only seen that happen like once or twice this season. It doesn't happen very often. I wouldn't say it's a pointless rule. I wouldn't say it's a pointless rule because obviously the longer the goalkeeper has the ball in his hands, the longer it slows the game down. But I just rarely see a corner being... I was wondering why Richarlison was trying to pick up the ball from Ampadu, like with his hands, but then I found out that it was for the 8-second rule. James for Leeds. Good defending from your doggy. Yeah, obviously Dan James, ex-Man United. Poor from your doggy. Giving it away to Ampadu. Now Tanaka has it. Oh, is Ampadu not the... Yeah, Ampadu is the Leeds captain. I thought Tanaka had the captain's armband around him. I think it's just one of the sponsors on the shirt. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because James has it as well, the yellow. Yeah, I was going to say, I better not have got another bloody thing wrong. Your doggy headers it away, but straight to Stack, and that's a free kick for Spurs. Yeah, I mean, I must say I'm very surprised. Archie Gray has not played a single minute under De Zerbi. Yeah, he obviously hasn't started either. But yeah, before De Zerbi came in, Archie Gray was a regular starter. He was one of Tottenham's actually only good players under Tudor and towards the end of Thomas Frank's tenure. But yeah, he just can't get in the team at the moment. I don't know why. He's a very good player, Archie Gray. I mean, maybe De Zerbi just doesn't fancy him. I'm not sure. There's only been a few games, I suppose. And if Spurs were to get an injury, which is definitely something that could happen this game, maybe like in the midfield, maybe Archie Gray will come on. But yeah, that's really surprised me. Obviously, he's against his former club tonight as well, Leeds. But yeah, I am quite surprised that he's not even played a single minute. I mean, mate, okay, he might not start every week, but the fact he's not even come on once, very surprising to me. There must be a reason behind it. Gallagher tries to chip to Udogie, who has it. Tell looking to cross it in, which he does. It's a very good ball, headed away by Roden, and it's a chance for Spurs. Oh, over the bar from Palhinha. I mean, for the first 25 minutes of this game, Spurs hadn't had a single shot, and now they're starting to rack up the shots. I mean, I think he's got to hit the target, Palhinha. He really does. Spurs looking likely or lively. They're looking likely to score, but also they're looking lively going forward, yes. I think he's got to do better at Palhinha. Not even I'm not saying he has to score, I'm saying you've got to get it on target at least. De Zerbi sinks to his knees, he can't believe it. I thought he was destined for a goal. I mean, it's funny because Palhinha can score goals as well. I think he scored 5 or 6 for Spurs this season. Yeah, Leeds had the first 2 shots of the game, and since then Spurs have had 8 shots. Yeah. Here's Kolo Muani. They're coming forward again. I thought that was a goal kick, to be honest. And it is a goal kick. Yeah, came back off Colomwani. Yeah, good decision. Right, it's still 0-0. I think it's time for the Pepsi. At least we're getting some shots. Cheers, guys. Thank you for being here. I really don't want another low-scoring game. Even Millwall Hull is still 0-0. For God's sake, honestly. What is my luck? Yeah, Tottenham 8 shots, 2 on target now. In terms of the Millwall Hull game, I mean, I'm just looking at the stats. It's already looking more entertaining than the first leg. And there's only been 38 minutes of the second leg, but it's already, in terms of the stats, already look better than the first leg, for God's sake. Both. Yeah, but Spurs definitely looking more lively in these last 10 minutes going forward. Obviously, they need to be as well, because they need to win the game to get further away from West Ham and the relegation zone. That's a very good ball forward to Porro, but he's not going to get there. But Spurs win the corner. Yeah, their corners so far haven't been amazing from Tell. Let's see if this one's any different. Got about 7 minutes until half-time. Or half-time stoppage time, I should say. It's funny, yeah, Spurs are normally good from set pieces as well. I thought they'd at least trouble Carl Darlow from a set play, but not just yet. Well, to be fair, their last corner was probably the most threatening, but it didn't come directly from the ball going into the box. It is going to be Porro to take this time. Porro puts it in, and Bentancur with the header, and it's just wide. See, already, that's what I mean. I don't know why Porro's not on the corners. Was it actually that close? Let's see. Not that close, but it's basically a free header. There was no one really on Bentancur. Probably should be doing a little bit better, to be honest with you. Yeah, Richarlison was trying to get a touch on it just before I went out, but just couldn't quite get there. What I think Leeds need to stop doing is playing out the back, because De Zerbi's teams notoriously like to press very high up the pitch. And that's exactly what Spurs are doing every time. Richarlison not winning the ball, but making the block, and it went out for got another goal kick. And this time Leeds are going long, so they're taking my advice. Yeah, I mean, since that Rodon header, which was a brilliant save from Kinski, Leeds haven't really threatened going forward. But they might have a chance here with Aronson. Where's Calvert-Lewin? Aronson almost managed to keep it. Leeds still have it, though. It's Tanaka. He's got to shoot. He does. It's a really poor shot, though. A really poor shot. Half-decent chance, though, for Leeds. Yeah, your doggy giving it away again. Tanaka had it. Yeah, I don't think he's left-footed, because that shot was on his left foot, and that was a complete spoon of a shot. Will we get a goal in the last 5 minutes of this half? Probably not, but just got to hope. Strauch headers the ball away. Tanaka headers it onwards. Danso clears. Leeds win the header again, and this time they actually managed to keep possession. And then they lose it again. God, honestly, what's going on? Oh, good defending from Strauch, because Porro could have been in there. Strauch has it again. He's gone back to Darlow, which is a little bit risky. And bloody hell, who've got it now? Who's got it now? Leeds have got it. Okay. Stack. Aronson's done well. That's a free kick. That might be a yellow card for Danso as well. It is a yellow card for the Austrian. And he's not complaining at all. So I think he probably thinks, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, good play from Ampadu, Stack, and then Aronson had it. Yeah, he got away from, well, prodded the ball past Danso. Cheeky nutmeg. And then the centre-half fouled. Yeah, thank you guys for the support. We're up to 296 subscribers. At the start of, well, this morning we were on 292, so we've gained 4 subscribers today. Really do appreciate you, every single one of you. Could we get to 300 this stream? I mean, I don't know if this is going to impact it, but obviously, as it stands, Millwall Hull is going to extra time. So if that goes to extra time, I have decided that I will have that game on as well. So it'll be a longer stream, so you'll see more of me, which I think that's good. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, no, but seriously, thank you guys for the support. Really do appreciate it. Do you know one thing that I hate, though? I've just completely changed the topic. When this happens for my team as well, where you have a free kick and literally before the ball even gets to a player, the referee gives a free kick. It might be a free kick, but it's just, I'd be so frustrated if that was my team doing it. Because you get the free kick and then ultimately it comes to nothing because even before the ball makes contact with a player in the box or wherever the free kick's taken, the referee gives a free kick. It must be so frustrating. But yeah. Here's Tell. That looked like a foul. I think has the referee given it? He has now given it for the foul on Matthias Tell. But yeah, I think 300 subscribers this stream is possible. Definitely. Yeah, I am planning to post a video tomorrow, guys. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's going to be a surprise. But yeah, it will be out tomorrow. Yeah. I'll record it tomorrow and I'll post it tomorrow, yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to recording it as well. Again, not going to tell you guys what it is. I'll let you guys find out for when it comes out. That's why you got to turn notifications on so that you never miss a future upload or a future stream. And speaking of streams, I will be doing another watch-along tomorrow. Yes, Southampton against Middlesbrough in the Championship second leg playoff semi-final at St Mary's Stadium. 0-0 from the first leg. Looking forward to it. Hopefully it's not another 0-0 because we've got a 0-0 here. We've got 0-0 Millwall Hull. So yeah, we might get a goal here. Let's find out. Poro's going to be taking the Tottenham free kick. Poro whips it in. Well, he didn't whip it in, he went for the shot. He was going for the top corner. It wasn't too far away, but I don't think Darlow was ever going to concede from there. Yeah, it's one of those ones that it's not really going to... Well, I think Darlow was a little bit worried for a second. But yeah, you're never going to find one of your teammates with that type of free kick. There's Glenn Hoddle at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tonight. Yeah, when Tudor got sacked, Hoddle said that he asked Tottenham if he could help out as interim manager, and obviously he was manager of Tottenham. He's been manager of Tottenham before, so I think it would have made sense as well. You know, club legend, knows the club. I always say, like in this scenario, you need someone who knows the club just to get you to the end of the season, and then you appoint. I'm not going to say proper manager because I feel like that'd be disrespectful, but like a manager who can get you up the table. Because yeah, Glenn Hoddle would literally just come in for the last few games. That's why I think Tottenham should have got Harry Redknapp when Tudor got sacked. I'm not saying, I mean, obviously De Zerbi's done a good job, but I always feel like, I mean, you see how Carrick's done at United. Club legend coming in, he knows the club, 10 wins in 15. So, yeah. Oh, this could be a chance for Leeds. It's Aronson. He's got away from Van der Ven. He's found Calvert-Lewin. Oh, that could be a penalty. That could be a penalty. It looked like he was holding... What's happened here? Oh, he's given an offside. He's given an offside. 2 minutes added on at the end of this first half. That was a good move from Leeds. Good pass forward from Dan James. Aronson did well to get away from Van der Ven. Oh, I tell you what, it is very tight, the offside. I think if it is onside, it's probably a penalty. I might be wrong. Let's see here. I think it is a penalty, but I just don't know whether it's onside or offside. I think it's very tight. I think if it's onside, I think this should be a penalty. It was a very tight offside. Let's see what they give. They are checking what this is telling me, because they're actually showing the replay with VAR. They're telling me that if this is onside, this will be a penalty. Oh, it's so tight. The offside is so tight. I think, oh my God, I think it might be Calvert-Lewin's toe or maybe his knee, which is just ahead of your doggy. But then again, from a different angle, it might look on. We're going to find out. What I will say, if the referee does this, I think we know what's going to happen. This would be terrible for Spurs as well, because it's literally just before half time. Let's see what they give. Ultimately, if it's offside, you can't do anything about it. But if he's onside, then there's nothing you can. What's going on here? No penalty. I believe he's offside. Yeah, he is offside. Whoa, that is very lucky for Spurs, because I guarantee you, if that was on, that's a penalty for me. How close was the offside? Oh my God, are you actually having a laugh? It's literally it's his toes. His toes are offside. And a very small smidge of his knee was off. That is such a lucky reprieve. But what that does tell me, they agreed it was a penalty, but ultimately, because it was offside, they can't give it. That is such a reprieve for Spurs. What was your doggy? I must say, your doggy, I think, has struggled so far. He's given the ball away quite a few times. In some moments, he's been decent defensively, but he's also had a little bit of shaky moments, and that was certainly one of them. I mean, Calvert-Lewin managed to get the shots away, but ultimately his arm was being held. It was definitely, for me, I mean, you could let me know in the chat, guys, do you think it was a penalty? I know it doesn't matter because it was offside, but I mean, the offside was so tight as well. I mean, if you're a West Ham fan, your blood is boiling because you're thinking, oh, this has got to be a penalty, but then you see it's offside by this much. Here's Van der Ven carrying the ball. He's done very well, and he's actually managed to win the free kick as well, which Leeds aren't very happy about. But yeah, Spurs have got away with one there. Well, what I mean is they haven't, because it was offside. It was the right decision, the offside. But what I mean is, like, it was that tight, and that's what I mean. Could you imagine if they score here as well? Tell, awful cross, straight into the hands of Darlow, and that should be the last action of the first half. Let's see if Darlow doesn't concede the corner this time. There we go. He's went long. Doggy wins the header, and Stack almost got it. And here is your doggy again. Finds Richarlison. I thought he was going to play your doggy in there again. And he tried to with the Trivela pass, but Bijol was there. And Bijol concedes the throw-in. And I think that is that is the half-time whistle here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And it's goalless. Hooray. It's too many goalless. Honestly, it's been goalless at half-time for so many watch-alongs recently. But yeah, half-time, Tottenham 0, Leeds 0. I mean, I must say, Leeds have probably had the best chance of the half so far. A brilliant header from Joe Rodon from a Brendan Aronson cross, but a fantastic save from Antonin Kinski. I think Tottenham's best chance has probably been from the corner that was conceded by Carl Darlow for having the ball in his hands for 8 seconds. But yeah, it was, I think, was it Palhinha or Bentancur with the shot? But it was cleared off the line by Strauch. And then, obviously, at the end of the first half, it looked like Leeds were going to get a penalty. Udogie for a foul on Calvert-Lewin. The offside was originally given. It went to VAR. I'm assuming, obviously, I can't hear the commentary, but I'm assuming they were probably saying that it was a penalty, but because there was an offside, they can't do anything about it. And then they showed the semi-automated offside, and my God, it was tight. It was so tight. Literally, Calvert-Lewin's toes were off. I mean, yes, it's offside, but like, I don't know why I'm trying to argue it. It is offside. But like, I mean, Arsene Wenger is trying to change the offside, isn't he? He's trying to change it so it's only offside if the attacker, if all of the attacker is in front of the defender. Like, I think that'd be a silly rule for me. But I feel like those offsides, the one that I've just seen with Calvert-Lewin, like, offsides are for players to not gain an advantage by being further ahead. Is Calvert-Lewin really gaining an advantage? Because if he's onside, because the offside was literally like, genuinely, you could see it like that. Like, genuinely that. It was that tight. I'm basically touching my fingers. Like, he's not really gaining an advantage, because I still think he gets there anyway. Yes, I'm not saying it's not offside. It is offside. It's the right decision. But like, offside is supposed to be so attackers don't gain an advantage. He's not gaining an advantage, is there? He's going to get there anyway. The same situation is going to happen, even if he's the tiniest bit back. But yeah. But again, offside is tight, and it is sometimes very frustrating. But they did come to the... 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 They did come to the they did come to the right decision in the end. Yeah, it's also half-time at the Den between Millwall and Hull, which, as it stands, that is going to extra time. So I'm going to be on this stream for longer. Hooray. No, it'll be good. It'll be good. Yeah, I mean, tonight, England's provisional World Cup squad should be announced. Yeah, I think Thomas Tuchel has got until 11 p.m. to announce a squad of, it can be up to 55 players, but it has to be a minimum of 35. It's a provisional squad. It happens at every single international tournament where each nation has to submit a provisional squad, but then, excuse me, they've got to cut it down to 20, because obviously it's a 26-man squad, but you always have a provisional squad just before, and then you cut down on it. Not too sure why, to be honest. I think you should just announce the squad. But yeah, so by 11 p.m. tonight, we should find out what that it might not be 55 players, it could be 35, it could be 40, 45, 50, whatever it is. What I do know, and what I can tell you about the England provisional squad, there are a couple of players who have already been announced, like who is in there. Danny Welbeck is in there. For any of you who watched my England World Cup squad video, which I posted about, I think it was the end of March, I had Danny Welbeck in the 26-man squad along with Harry Kane. So yeah, Welbeck is in the 55-man squad. So is Jared Bramthwaite, who is currently injured at the moment, but I'm assuming that he's going to be back for the start of the World Cup, which is why because if he was injured, then he can't be in this provisional squad, can he? And another player who is, I mean, I've only heard of 3 players so far in the provisional squad who are definitely in. Obviously, you're going to have your main ones like Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, Jordan Pickford, who are going to be in there. But in terms of players who probably aren't expected to be in the squad, but are for this provisional squad, Luke Shaw is in there. I mean, I had Luke Shaw in my squad for my video as well. Yeah, I feel like when you've been that consistent, you've started every single game for the third best team in the league, as we are, because we're third in the league. Yeah, I do, and Shaw has been a main reason. Been a big reason as to why we've been very good. Because if he was injury prone like he has been in recent seasons, we'd have bloody Malacia playing left back every week, or Patrick Dorgu. But Dorgu was injured, wasn't he? Dorgu was injured for from the end of January, and he's only just come back, so he's out for 3 months. So we would have had Malacia in that time. So it's very good that Shaw has managed to stay fit. Oh, why have they... Bloody hell. They've got to stop this. This is ridiculous. Why are they doing half-time interviews? This is not NFL. Why are they doing half-time interviews? I saw last week as well. I think it was the Leeds Burnley game. Noah Okafor, who started that game, I think he scored that game, came off. And during the game, he was doing an interview during the game. Like, don't get me wrong. Before the game, after the game, completely fine, no issue. At half time, you're just taking the piss a little bit. I really do think I think it's ridiculous. Why are they doing half time interviews? Look, I might be, I wouldn't say I'm old fashioned, but like some people might say, oh, it's just so that the media has more access to the players. But should they have more access to the players? Why is he doing a half-time interview for? What is the benefit of doing a half-time interview? It's going to be the same thing, you know. We'll keep pushing for in the second half. I feel like we've played well so far, just haven't been able to find the goal, and that's it. Like we know. At least at the end of the game, like we can actually find out some, especially from like De Zerbi, like we can find out how obviously Tottenham were meant to set up and stuff like that. Could say his tactics and stuff. Yeah, just random stuff like that. Like I just don't agree with halftime interviews. I think it's pointless. I really do think it's pointless. What was I saying just before? before I saw Tell doing a halftime interview. I think it was about the provisional squad. So yeah, right now the only players that we actually know are going to be in that 50. Well, again, it might not be 55. I'm just going to call it provisional because we don't know how many players are going to be in it. Luke Shaw, Danny Welbeck, Jared Bramthwaite. Yeah, I'm just getting updates. There are no more leaks just yet in terms of players who are going to be in there. There is exactly 2 hours left until England's 55-man squad needs to be confirmed by FIFA. In all likelihood, the FA's long list is already with the FA or with FIFA. But will we get any more leaks is the big question. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, obviously when the actual 26-man squad does come out, I will definitely do a video reacting to it. I'll also see how it compares to what my 26-man squad was at the start of March. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, will Branthwaite be in the squad? Will Welbeck be in the squad? They might not be, but I think it's good that at least they're getting recognition. At least they're getting recognition from Tuchel, which I think is important. But there is a chance they might not actually release that squad. There is a chance because they actually don't have to release the squad. But I'm sure people are going to find out. Let's be brutally honest. They're going to find out. Any more leaks? No, nothing yet. Yeah, the actual squad comes out on the 22nd of May, which is not this Friday coming up, the Friday after. In terms of the first half stats in this game, Tottenham have had 62% possession, 0.82 XG, 10 shots, 2 on target and 18 touches in Leeds' box. Leeds have had 38% possession, 0.14 XG, 3 shots, 1 on target and 5 touches in Tottenham's box. In terms of big chances, Tottenham have had 1 big chance and they've missed it, obviously, and Leeds have had 1 big chance and have missed it. What was that big chance for Leeds? Was it Rodon? I think that's harsh. They've said that Joe Rodon's header was a big chance missed. I think that's harsh. I mean, but then again, it was a big chance and he did miss it. Yeah, but it was a very good save. I think that's quite harsh, to be honest. What about the Tottenham chance? Richarlison. Yeah, typical. Nah, to be fair, Richarlison's actually done quite well this season. He's got 10 Premier League goals, 11 goals, 5 assists in a Tottenham team who've been so bad. I think you've got to give him credit. And he's not even started every game as well. In terms of the FOTMob ratings, Pedro Porro is the highest rated player, 7.6. Rodrigo Bentancur is on a 7.3, and Destiny Udogie, who I thought, well, I said he'd done all right in parts, but I also thought he had a little bit of some shaky moments, giving the ball away. Obviously, almost conceded the penalty if Calvert-Lewin was going to be onside, but Udogie's on a 7.1. The only Leeds player that's on a green rating on FOTMob is Joe Rodon on a 7. But yeah, all to play for in the second half. Yeah, I mean, I know Millwall Hull is 0-0 as well, but I'm just looking at the stats. So far, Millwall have had 7 shots, 4 on target. Hull have had 7 shots, 2 on target. In the first leg, let me find the stats. In the first leg, the stats were Hull had 6 shots, 1 on target. So Hull have already had more shots and shots on target in the second leg at half-time than they had in the entirety of the first leg. Millwall have had 15 shots, 2 on target, but Millwall have had more shots on target than shots in the second leg than shots on target in the first leg. Ain't that typical? What about big chances? Any big chances? Only 1 big chance so far, to be fair, and it was for Hull, actually. But yeah, look, it is what it is. But again, if it goes to extra time, I will be watching it on stream, so that's okay. We've got about, I'd say, maybe 3 or 4 minutes until the second half in North London. Don't forget, guys, to like the stream and subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on so you never miss a future stream or a future upload. We're on 296. Well, I believe we're on 296. That's the last time I've heard. I'm sure I'll get an update on if we've got any more since then. But honestly, guys, the support has been amazing. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, after today, 2 more streams, and then I get a day off from streaming on Thursday because there's nothing on. I probably won't be doing Bradford Bolton playoff semi-final if I'm going to be brutally honest. Because, I mean, as much as I love football, I mean, is anyone going to tune in for that? Bradford Bolton? I mean, they're 2 big clubs, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, they both used to be Premier League clubs. So, yeah, Bolton are 1-0 up from the first leg. But yeah, but to be fair, not streaming Thursday, but then I am again Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 6 days in a row. So, yeah, it's all well and good. Yeah, posted a short earlier. It was my reaction to the West Ham disallowed goal against Arsenal. I got about 100 votes on it in terms of, yeah, I had a poll on it as well. I had my reaction to the disallowed goal. Well, my reaction to the goal when it originally stood. I didn't have my reaction to when it got disallowed. But yeah, I had about 100 votes on that poll. Seems like a lot of you are very split on it. I'll have a look at the I'll have a look and see if the if the percentages have changed. But it seems like it's very, very close. Let me just have a quick look. Let's go to my shorts. Yeah, I had almost 100 votes. 57% of you, 57% of you are saying the goal should have stood, and 43% of you have said the goal shouldn't have stood. So more people think it should have stood. I mean, I could see why it was given as a foul, but my problem is the consistency with the referees and VAR, and also the fact that in the box at the same time there was about 4 other fouls going on. It was literally like it was like WrestleMania in the box. But it seems like for every set piece nowadays there is. But I do think it's harsh, but I can understand why it was given as a foul. But what I will say, Arsenal have got... I mean, I made a TikTok on it yesterday as well, for those of you who didn't know. Yeah, my TikTok is... where is it? Yes, yeah, just keep going up. Yeah, it's about... Yeah, somewhere there. Yeah, Real Frank Thinks on TikTok. But yeah, I posted a TikTok on it yesterday, and I just said... I just got up decisions that Arsenal have got away with. Like, for example, the one that happened with Raya yesterday... It literally happened at the start of the season, United-Arsenal. Saliba had hold of Bayindir's arm, which stopped Bayindir being able to claim the ball, and then all Bayindir could do was literally do like that. Or you could literally just parry it up, but then Calafiori had a header from 1 yard out, and they got away with that. But then Pablo was holding Raya's arm yesterday. But the only reason Pablo was actually holding Raya is because Trossard was holding Pablo, Rice was holding Mavropanos. Like, Gabriel was pulling someone shot. Like, it was literally WrestleMania in the box, which is why I think it was quite harsh that the goal was disallowed. And it would have been such a good moment for the title race and the relegation battle as well. I mean, I'm just looking at this offside again in this game, Tottenham Leeds. It's his toes. If he just cut his toenails this morning, he might have been all right. I mean, that is just... I mean, part of his knee is offside as well. But, I mean, that's just... I mean, it is offside, but, like... It's wow. It genuinely wow. It's definitely a penalty as well. Your doggy's got hold of Calvert-Lewin. Excuse me. I think the fact that... they were checking for the offside tells me that if it was onside, they would have given the penalty. Because if they didn't think it was a penalty, it didn't really matter whether it was off or on or off. So yeah, big moment in this game. Towards the end of the first half as well. There we go, the lights are on. Yeah, you do. Calvert-Lewin gets goal side of your doggy. He can't get the shot away as well. I think it's definitely a penalty. But again, it doesn't matter because it was offside. I just don't know what more Calvert-Lewin can do there. That's the thing. Like, he's literally getting held. Yeah, second half is about to get underway here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I don't think there are any first half changes. If there is, I'll let you guys know. But I don't think there is from what I'm seeing. Yeah, about to get underway. Big second 45 coming up here in North London. Spurs will get us underway. And we are underway here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for the second half. Tottenham 0, Leeds 0. Let's hope we get some goals in this second half. And from a Tottenham point of view, they need to hope that they can get a win. Well, what's he giving here? I think he's giving a free kick to Leeds. Yeah, I think that's Bijol who's down. Yeah, it's Bijol who's down. I think it's a head injury as well. Yeah, him and Richarlison were going up for a header. And Ampadu as well. Richarlison caught him. Accidentally. It's not going to be like a red or anything. Don't be silly, but... Well, I tell you what. It's not going to be a red, but he swings his arm all the way round. He's literally done that. I mean, again, I know he doesn't mean to, but yeah, it was. I'm sure it wasn't a nice one for Bijol. Yeah, I think it is completely accidental. It's just funny that genuinely his whole arm went round there and then caught Bijol in the face. They're not checking for like a red or anything. Again, I can't hear the commentary. It's just the fact the referee's got the ball in his hands. Yeah, I think it was just purely accidental. He's going up for a header. Doesn't really have control of where his arms are going. So, yeah. Yeah, Bijol is up now. Is he going to have to go off the pitch? Potentially. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's got a red mark on his face. What's he trying to say? Is he trying to say that... I don't know. But it's not... Maybe it could have been a yellow. I know it's accidental, but you still... Even if it's accidental, he's literally done that. And yeah, Bijol's had to go off now for 1 minute. Bloody hell. Or 30... No, it's not 1 minute. It's 30 seconds, I think. Yeah. What is he complaining about? I don't know. But yeah, it didn't look pretty. Yeah, he's got a red mark. Oh, what are Leeds doing? Playing out from the back again. I think they've got the throw in though. So risky, honestly. So yeah, there were no half-time changes. Yeah, I didn't think they needed to be. I mean, Danso is on a yellow, so I think Calvert-Lewin will try his best to potentially get him sent off. Here's Kolomuani. Loses it to Tanaka, and well, I thought that was a free kick, but Tanaka's got straight back up, and then Ampadu gets there ahead of Kolomuani. And oh, again, I can't hear the commentary. I actually thought he got away with that there, but no, the foul was given against the Frenchman. Was there actually much in that, or did he just give the foul because Ampadu went down? I feel like referees always fall for that type of foul, though. They always. There might not be any contact at all, but if the player goes down, they'll give the free kick. Darlow goes long. And Tottenham have it back again. Oh, nice play. But Kolomuani gives it away. Here's Ampadu, Calvert-Lewin. Nice play. Tanaka, Aronson. And then he's had to go. Porro's just pushed him in the back, for God's sake. Oh, bit of a slack pass from Aronson. But what a ball that is to Bijol. From Bijol to Tanaka. Here's Calvert-Lewin. And Tottenham win it back again. Porro, he's done very well. He has done very well. He's got to play Kolomuani. He does. I think is Stroud going to get there? No, Kolomuani is. Does a Cruyff turn. And Stack has to put it out for a Tottenham corner. That was good from Porro. Yeah, Kolomuani tries to Cruyff turn. Doesn't really get anywhere. Semi gets away from Stroud, but Stack is there to put it out for the corner. Porro will take this one again. They've had 7 corners. Well, this is their 7th corner in this game, Spurs. Let's see what they can do from it. A goal here would be massive. But let's see if they can get it. It's going to be Porro to take. He whips it in and it's headed away again. This time from Bijol. Comes out to Matthias Tell. Oh my God, what a goal. What an unbelievable goal from Matthias Tell. And Tottenham lead 5 minutes into the second half. And that is a big goal in this relegation battle. And if you're a West Ham fan, you will not want to be watching this one bit. What a strike that is from the Frenchman. They've got the tops off. They're loving it. 1-0 Spurs. What a strike that is. It was probably going to take something special for there to be a goal in this game. It's a brilliant finish from Tell. What a strike. Yeah, there's no stopping that, is there? I think Tell was probably Tottenham's most dangerous player in that first half. That is a superb finish. And Porro takes the corner. It's headed away by Bijol. Comes out to Tell. He takes a touch. That is he will have to do another interview now. Yeah, maybe the halftime interview actually worked. But I don't know what he said, so that's the point. Does Darlow get a hand? Oh, I think he gets the slightest of touches on it. But really good control from Tell. He's got time, and honestly, I didn't want to say it, but I feel like as soon as he hit it, I was expecting it to go in. Look at De Zerbi. He's loving it. He's absolutely loving it. And if it stays like this, if West Ham lose on Sunday against Newcastle, West Ham are relegated. They will be relegated if it stays like this and they lose to Newcastle. And Richarlison could be in here. That's not a foul. That is never, ever a foul. Never. You're never getting those. Right, well, let's see how this goes then. Calvert-Lewin wins the header. As it stands, Tottenham are on 40 points after 36 games. West Ham on 36 after 36 played. Well. What a goal it was. Brilliant finish from Matthias Tell. Again, I predicted Tottenham to win. I just, again, they still might not, but I could just see it coming. I really could. I think if this was the game where Leeds still needed to try and stay up, then I probably would have backed maybe a draw. But I think Leeds obviously not having the likes of Okafor, Bogle, Goodmanson, I think that's obviously a big miss. This Tottenham team have just got confidence now. I mean, they're not where they want to be, obviously, in the league, and even with this recent form, they're still capable of being much, much, much higher in the table. But it could be 3 wins in a row if they win this game, which would be a significant... Well, it would be the first time they've done it all season in the league. Leeds win it back, though. Here's Aronson. Brilliant from João Palhinha. What a goal that was from Tell. I think Tell's a good player, man. I really do. I thought Tottenham definitely needed to buy a left winger in the summer, but maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Oh dear, Pascal Struijk is down here for Leeds. I don't know if he's pulled up, but this is a bit concerning. They've already got enough injury issues at the moment, Leeds, with Goodmanson, Bogle, Gruev and Okafor. What a strike that is. That is brilliant from Tell. Yeah, you just don't stop those. You just do not stop those, do you? Literally, as soon as it is headed away by Bijou, it literally comes to Tell perfectly. He controls it brilliantly. It's just a superb finish. Yeah, Darlow does get a hand to it. But there's too much precision on the shot for him to keep it out. At least we've got a goal. At least we have got a goal now. Hopefully there's a few more in this second half. Yeah, still goalless between Millwall and Hull. That's not good, is it? For either team, the fact that there's no goals in bloody... Yeah, 90 minutes in the first leg, and we're 54 minutes into the second leg. Not ideal. Yeah, Leeds are going to have to make a change here. Pascal Struijk's going to have to come off. Sebastian Bornau is ready to replace him. Yeah, that's worrying for Leeds. I mean, they're safe anyway, so there's not like pressure on them to win this game. This game means absolutely nothing. They're safe now, but yeah. Would have been nice if they could make the relegation battle more interesting. Because the thing is now that, right, if Tottenham go on to win this game, even if West Ham were to get something, Tottenham, how many points do Tottenham actually need to stay up? Let's just say if it stays like this, I think they need one more win out of their last 2. Or even 2 points would be enough because of goal difference. Yeah, that's what I mean. I do think if Tottenham win this game, West Ham are down. Tottenham fan. Yeah, I love Tottenham. Were you loving them a few weeks ago? That's the question. Here's Aronson. Yeah, Porro's just really good. We got 1 goal. Well, Palhinha's pulled up a little bit here. Yeah, it was Calvert-Lewin going up for the header. He just pushed him in the back. He's fallen. Oh, he fell on top of him as well. Brilliant. Yeah, I think he's all right. I think, is it a... Yeah, it's a throw-in. Long throw-in coming here from Ethan Ampadu. Let's see if it comes to anything. Ampadu with the long throw. Headed away by Danso. Tanaka puts it back into the box. Oh, it's towards Bijol. But he just couldn't get anything on it. And it goes all the way through to Kinski. Maybe I was wrong about needing like a club legend or someone who knows the club to get you out of a relegation battle. Maybe it's just simply about getting a good manager. Because it's clear, obviously, Thomas Frank and Igor Tudor are not... I mean, Frank did obviously a good job. Well, not me. Thomas Frank did a very good job at Brentford, obviously. But I mean, again, I just don't think his football suits a Big Six club. That's why. And Igor Tudor, I mean, he's not like... I mean, he's managed a few big clubs, obviously, like Juventus, Lazio, Marseille. I don't know. And to be fair, it's not like De Zerbi's managed like too many big clubs. He's managed Brighton, Marseille, Shakhtar. Oh, this could be a chance. It's Kolo Muani across Richarlison. That should be 2-0. And that could have been... Who knows? That could have sealed the game. I don't know if Leeds would have scored. I don't know if Leeds would have scored two, to be honest. Yeah, Porro finds Kolo Muani. It's a brilliant touch. And then Bornau slips. Oh, he's got to do better there, Richarlison, I think. Does it come at him quite fast? Maybe. He just completely mishits it. De Zerbi, I love De Zerbi, man. He's such a character. Yeah, he's putting his hood up. But yeah, big goal for Spurs. I think they needed it. They definitely needed it. I think if they were to go 1-0 down, it would be a disaster, really. Well, I think they're going to stay up now, unfortunately. I mean, I said it after they beat Villa. I think that was the catalyst for them surviving. I'll never forget the period where we all thought that Tottenham were going to go down. It was a fun period. But, I mean, there was genuinely a chance they were going to go down as well. I think last game week was the big shift, like the big turning point, with West Ham losing 3-0 to Brentford and then Tottenham winning at Villa Park. I think that's because coming into that game week, West Ham were 2 points clear, and obviously they were playing before Tottenham. Bloody Villa, seriously, resting all your bloody players. Because I guarantee if Villa played their strongest team, they beat Spurs definitely. But to be fair, even if Spurs stay up, they won't have any European football next season. But to be fair, that might actually suit them, to be fair, because they could just focus on the league and try and get back into Europe. Decent ball in from Dan James, but Tottenham deal with it. Here's Van der Ven. Oh, he's done brilliantly there. And then he gives it away. Ampadu. Stack. Brilliant from Conor Gallagher. Seems like De Zerbi trusts him a lot. Is that a foul on Richarlison? Somehow he's managed to keep the ball. I don't know what Leeds are doing. And Richarlison could be in here. Is he going to get to it? Oh, it's good strength from Joe Rodon. Really good strength. I definitely think Leeds are capable of equalising. They need to do more going forward, though. Again, I keep saying it, but Okafor's a massive miss. 100%. Not just with the fact that he scored against Tottenham in the reverse fixture, but his recent form has been fantastic. Approaching the hour mark here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham 1, Leeds 0. Don't forget, guys, to like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Here is James Justin. Now Ampadu forward to Tanaka. Look, a draw... I don't know if Tottenham fans will take a draw from this game. I'm not too sure. I mean, you get... But the thing is, West Ham are playing before Tottenham again in the next game week. And if West Ham were to beat Newcastle, Tottenham go back into the relegation zone. And then Tottenham's next game is against Chelsea away. Stamford Bridge. They never win at Stamford Bridge. I think they've only won, like... The only time I can remember Spurs winning at Stamford Bridge was 2018, where Dele Alli scored twice. Bloody hell, Dele Alli, that is a name I've not heard in a while. Shot from Dan James and it's gone into the stanchion. But yeah, Dele Alli, that is a name I've not heard for a long while. Is he going to return to football? You know, he only played one game last season for Como. managed by Cesc Fabregas, the Italian team. He came on for his first game against AC Milan, got sent off. That was the only game he played for them. It's so sad what's happened to him, man. Because I think he's a top player, man. He's a top player. I remember, like 2 years ago, he said he wanted to get to the World Cup 2026. He's barely played since he said that. It's a shame. I hope to see him back in football soon, though. Because I still think he's got the talent. I just don't know if he's got the mentality to do it anymore. Surely he'll be back playing next season. Who will take a chance on him, though? That's the thing. Honestly, I would not be surprised. I know it sounds ridiculous because I think he's definitely too good for this league, but obviously before he joined Tottenham, he was at MK Dons, and MK Dons have just been promoted to League One. That could be a just to get your career back on track. Like seriously, I think he terrorised League One. He'd be the best player in the league by far. I just think it'd be a good way. I mean, I don't know if was he born in Milton Keynes? I think he was. I think it's his local club, or the club he came through the ranks at. So yeah, I think it would just make perfect sense. And yes, I do think he's too good for League One, but I'm just saying purely the fact that he would be just to get his career back on track. I genuinely think that's it. Even if he's just there for 1 year and then he moves up the leagues, but maybe he'll move to the Championship and then back to the Premier League where he should really be. There has been a goal at the Den, and Hull lead Millwall, and it's Mohamed Baloumi with the goal. 64 minutes in at the Den, it's Millwall 0, Hull City 1. Wow. Maybe it won't go to extra time, but finally, after 154 minutes in this tie, Hull have taken the lead. Wow. Millwall finished third, missed out on automatics, final game of the season. And they might not even be getting to Wembley. Wow. Hull finished 6th as well on the final day, and they could be going to Wembley. It's incredible. But yeah, right now, with 25 minutes to go, Mohamed Baloumi's made it Millwall 0, Hull 1. And in terms, and Hull have made, bloody hell, not Hull. Leeds have made a double change. Lucas Nemecha has replaced Brendan Aronson, and Willie Nonto has replaced Dan James. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that is a massive goal. I saw the FotMob notification. I was thinking, that's got to be a goal. But I was expecting it to be Millwall. But wow, whole lead. Incredible. Let's see how that finishes then. But so far, in this game, Tottenham 1, Leeds 0 still. Leeds need to do more if they want to get something from this game. Stack with the free kick. Headed away by your doggy. But they still have it. He's going to have to go back to his keeper now. Here's James Justin, now Tanaka. To be fair, it might not be the worst thing Millwall not coming up this year. As much as I'd love to see Millwall in the Premier League, obviously it's becoming increasingly likely that West Ham are going to get relegated. So we're actually going to get West Ham Millwall next season. Yeah, those two, obviously... Oh, bloody hell. Big rivals. Big rivals. But they haven't played each other for ages. But yeah, next season... Well, you would think that it's going to change by now. But then it wouldn't surprise me if West Ham got relegated and Millwall came up. Or if Millwall stayed down and West Ham managed to stay up. Like, who knows? But no, I think it's likely those two are going to play each other in the Championship next season now. Millwall still got time, but... Yeah, not looking good. I honestly thought having the second leg at home was really going to help him, but you've got to give credit to Hull. Absolutely. Colomani gives it away. Here's Nemecha, and that is that a foul? I don't know. I think he has given the free kick. Yeah, it's Palini. It wasn't the greatest challenge. Surely he must have given it. Is that a red card? No, it's not. It's not. Or is it? He's literally gone in for a 2-footed challenge, and he's not got. I don't think he's touched the ball. Should that be a red, or am I just? I don't know. I just don't feel like he's literally gone in with a stamp with both of his feet. I don't know. I mean, he's not going to be sent off, but yeah, I mean, that's a controversial one, I think. That's just madness. I mean, what is he doing, by the way? Going in for a 2-footed challenge. Not like a 2-footed slide tackle, but literally going in with both your feet. Kinski's going to come for it. It sweeps away. And then Roden controls it. Sorry, that's Bijol. Goes back to Darlow. Oh, what are Leeds doing again? They've got to stop playing out the back. Are they not aware of Tottenham under De Zerbi? Of the high pressing? They can't be because they keep bloody playing out from the back. Somehow Spurs have still got it. Gallagher. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, they've got it back again. Oh, they've lost it again. Bornau headers it away and... Bloody hell, no one can keep it on the floor. There we go. Here's Nemecha. Yeah, Leeds have got two up front now with Nemecha and Calvert-Lewin. I must say, Nemecha's done very well. But, Tanaka's won it back again. I told you, Leeds are capable of getting a goal, but they need to test Kinski more. I don't think they've had a shot on target in this second half so far. Here's Roden. Nonto's just come on. I don't think Nonto's scored this season. He's a good player as well. He just hasn't seemed to do it this year. Here's Stack. Now Roden. They're not really finding the space, Leeds. They're not finding pockets of space to work the ball into. Here's Nonto. Roden for... that's Bijol. Bijol's 15. Roden's 6. I need to... Bloody hell. Yeah, just passing it around Leeds. Here's Ampadu. Nonto. I think he should just cross it in. He shouldn't have done because it's gone out for a throw-in. Maybe an Ampadu long throw incoming here? Yeah, I'd imagine so. Yep, here we go. Seems like Brentford only score from long throws nowadays. Oh no, Bournemouth scored from a long throw. Well, I say recently to beat Liverpool. I think it was in like January. That was literally last kick of the game. Long throw came in, scrambled in the box, and then they found a way through. Right, Ampadu long throw. It's quite far, but it's just it's hard to get past the first man really. Oh. I'm not sure about that. I think Leeds won a penalty. I can understand why. It looked like there was a high boot there. They're coming forward here, but I think Tanaka should get that. Oh, Kolomwani, has he still got it? Has he still got it? Yeah, I think that's ridiculous, to be honest. There might not have been a lot of contact. What's happened here? Oh, now he stops the game for the head injury. Could have bloody done that. Was it a penalty? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I need to see a close-up. If he's caught him, it's a pen. I don't think he caught him. I might be wrong. But why would he go down? Let's see. That's a penalty for me. I think I've just seen another replay. He's caught him. Because that has to be a penalty for me. Let me know in the chat, guys. That's got to be a pen. He's kicked him in the face. Hang on. Yeah, Ampadu wins the header. Does he actually touch him, though? That's what I would say. Has he touched him? Yeah, he's touched him. That has to be a penalty. I'm actually gonna rage if this isn't given. This is the clearest penalty I've ever seen. I can't believe the referee didn't give it on field, but why am I surprised? Genuinely. You've got to at least send him to the monitor. He has literally kicked him in the face. There's no point doing a slow-mo. When you play it in normal time, he has kicked him in the head. You can't kick someone in the head. If he gets away with this would be incredible. Can I just say, though, what is Tell doing? I don't understand. I mean, he might not be aware of Ampadu there, but... this is really annoying me. Why are they taking so long? Is he going to go to the monitor? Jared Gillett, the referee, is going over to the monitor, and I think this is going to be a penalty for Leeds United, all because Matthias Tell has decided to overhead kick across, over bloody hell. He's tried to overhead kick a ball away, and he's doing so. He's caught Ampadu. I mean, what is Tell doing? Considering he 20 minutes ago scored an unbelievable goal. Why would you... What is going through his mind there, genuinely? I can't believe that. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. No, well, it's not. I'm just exaggerating. That is one of the most stupidest things I've seen from a Premier League player. He's clearly kicked him. Like, let's have a look again. There's no debate. He's clearly kicked him. There's just got to be a penalty. I mean, you can literally tell with the slow-mo. I mean, his boot is literally... He's caught him. It's got to be a penalty. Because also, why... Because Ampadu wins the header. Why would he go down? I know he's aware of Tell. Why are they taking so long? Right, here we go. This has got to be a penalty. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think this is going to be given. Again, the referee's saying, after review, yeah. I can't hear what he's saying. Let me try and lip read. Yeah, I think he's just said Tottenham number 11 has committed a foul and the penalty has been given. And I'm going to be honest, he's not complaining one bit. He's literally he's got his arms on his hips. He knows what he's done. It's such a stupid decision to make. You've given your team a 1-goal lead with an unbelievable finish. And then 20 minutes later, you decide to... I mean, it's just brainless. It is genuinely brainless decision-making from Matthias Tell. I think he's a good player. I mean, he's scored a brilliant goal, absolutely. But it's mind-boggling that he's done that. Surely it's going to be Calvert-Lewin to step up here. Yeah, Calvert-Lewin has been very reliable from the penalty spot this season. I mean, he's been reliable for Leeds most of the season in terms of goals. But yeah, I don't think he's missed a penalty yet this season. Or he might have missed one. I'm sure they'll show his penalty record from this season in a graphic in a minute. Yeah, I did say that Leeds were definitely capable of equalising. Let's have a look at his penalty. Well, in his last 10 penalties, he scored 8. One of them went wide and the other one he hit the bar. I mean, Kinski, if he could save this would be massive. Right, Calvert-Lewin stepping up here to make it 1-1. Here we go then. It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and it's a brilliant penalty past Antonin Kinski, and Leeds are level at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with just over 15 minutes to go. We are in for a grandstand finish. I did say that Leeds were capable of equalising. I did think they needed to do more in terms of going forward, but a terrible decision-making from Matthias Tell to try and overhead kick a ball away. He ended up kicking Ampadu in the head. And the penalty was given. I must say, it's a fantastic penalty. Kinski knows the way. Well, he went the same way. But you don't stop those penalties. You just don't. And I tell you what, this makes the relegation battle very interesting. I'm sure they're going to show the table in a minute. I mean, I'm just seeing here. Does he actually catch him? Like, does he... Let's have a look again. Does he actually... I'm sure we'll see here. I don't know if he catches it. No, but it's weird because it's really, really weird. I mean, De Zerbi, he's just looking to the sky. I mean, he can't believe it. I mean, to be fair, Tell wasn't complaining. And he knows if he's kicked him or not. Because if there was no contact, I'm sure he'd be saying, no, I didn't touch him. In terms of the table, as it stands, with both Spurs and West Ham, 36 games played. West Ham on 36, Tottenham back down to 38. And if Leeds can win this game... Whew, these last 2 games are massive for both Tottenham and West Ham. Nonso finds Roden. It's not a bad ball. Nemecha, it just couldn't fall for Tanaka. From the angle I've seen, it looked like it could have fallen to Tanaka, but no, it went to Kinski. I think Defo caught him. Yeah, I did think he did. But it's just weird because sometimes they show... Because it's weird because the slow-mo, it doesn't actually look like he caught him. But when they show it in real time and normal speed, it looks like he's definitely caught him. But again, if Tell didn't catch him, I'm sure he'd be saying, like, I didn't touch him at all. But he had no complaints. As soon as the referee announced the decision to give the pen, Tell literally just had his hands on his hips. I think he knew what he did. He's gone from hero to zero. He could always go back to hero if he can find a winner for Spurs. But yeah, not ideal, because I don't think Leeds were particularly doing much going forward. So if to concede that goal, it's not ideal. But there's still 15 minutes plus. There will be a decent amount of stoppage time because of that decision as well. All to play for. All to bloody play for. And it's still 1-0 at the Den between Millwall and Hull, I believe. Unless there's been a goal. No, there's not. How long's left in Millwall Hull? 14 or 15 minutes. Do they deserve it, Hull? They've had more shots and more XG. They probably do. Yeah, excuse me, bloody hell. Second half, Millwall have only had one shot and none on target. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind who goes to Wembley, whether it's Millwall or Hull. I mean, I would like to see Millwall in the Prem, but I quite like to see Hull in the Prem as well. But I did say, for those of you who watched my Championship playoff predictions video, I did say if Hull were to get promoted, I think they could break Derby's points record. Yeah, Derby got 11 points in 07-08, which is still the lowest points tally in a Premier League season. I genuinely would not be surprised if Hull broke it. Not because Hull were a bad side, I just don't think they're ready. That's just my opinion. Look, to be fair, they might spend very well in the summer. Who knows? But I don't know. I just think, who knows? Sunderland and Leeds could suffer from second season syndrome. Obviously, who else is coming up? Coventry and Ipswich. You never know, but we'll have to wait and see. Here is Danso headers it away. Bornau. Now Polina, who's got it here? Richarlison's gone down. Referee says no free kick. There has been another goal at the Den and Hull have doubled their lead. So it's very, very likely now not going to extra time. Oh my word. I was not expecting this tonight. I said Millwall would win 2-0. But yeah, it is 2-0 Hull at the Den. And I think it's fair to say Sergei Yakarovic's side are going to Wembley. I mean, it's incredible. They were under the cosh in terms of getting a playoff place. It wasn't in their hands. If Wrexham beat Middlesbrough, Hull wouldn't have been in the playoffs. But Wrexham failed to beat Middlesbrough. Derby, who were also going for the playoffs, failed to beat Sheffield United. But Hull have doubled their lead. Goal scorer, Joe Gelhardt, who started the first leg, didn't actually start tonight. He's come off the bench. And with 11 minutes to go, he has doubled Hull's lead. And for Millwall, it's such a shame. It's genuinely such a shame. Because even if they got to Wembley and lost, it's like, okay, we'll go... Yeah, even if they got to Wembley and lost, at least they would have had a good day out. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, one of the positives is that they will potentially be playing West Ham next season. They'll have that rivalry back. And look, they'll go again next season, I'm sure. But it's going to be tough to swallow, especially as I honestly thought that they were. I thought they were favourites. I definitely thought they were favourites. Third against sixth. You know, it's incredible, but you've got to give massive credit to Hull, considering the fact that last season they were one goal away. They survived last season in the Championship on the final day on goal difference. They could have gone down. If they lost to Portsmouth, they drew that game. If they lost to Portsmouth on the final day last season, they would have been a League One side this season. And the fact that they are going to Wembley, again, they might not win the playoff final, but... it's a one-off game. To be fair, Hull beat Southampton. Hull City. I'll say that. Yeah, Hull City are the last team to beat Southampton in a Championship game. Southampton haven't lost a Championship game since they lost to Hull, which I think was like middle of January. Yeah, the only game Southampton have lost since then was the FA Cup semi-final against Man City. And even that game, they were 1-0 up with 10 minutes to go. But yeah, fair play to Hull, man. Fair bloody play. I will definitely be doing a watch-along for the Championship playoff final as well. 23rd of May. Obviously, I'm doing a watch-along for the second leg between Southampton and Middlesbrough tomorrow. But yeah, that's incredible. Well done to Hull. I think it's over. I think it's over. But there's still a bit of time. But I think Millwall they'll probably be deflated now. Leeds have got a free kick here with Stack. Headed away by Danso. Comes out to James Justin. Got about 10 minutes to go here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I mean, it's a draw. It's not the worst result it's not the worst result, but it could be better. Nonto's coming forward here. Plays Nemecha. Brilliant defending from Mickey van der Ven. That's why he's got that pace. That is why he has got that pace. Brilliant from Nonto. Finds Nemecha. Is he onside? Yes, he is. But Van der Ven comes across. I think Kinski would have probably saved it anyway. But yeah, Van der Ven, I mean, he might not be the best defender in the world, but in terms of like recovery pace, number one, 100%. That's why he's got that pace for those moments. Tottenham are going to make another change here. Lucas Bergvall is coming on, and he's coming on to replace Rodrigo Bentancur, who's obviously only been back from injury last few games. He has started the last three though. But yeah, Bergvall. I'm a big fan of Bergvall. I think he's a good talent. I mean, again, that's another player that Tottenham could lose if they go down. That's what I mean. Did they give an offside? Oh my God. Nemecha was on. I don't know why they gave an offside. Yeah, because Vicario took the kick not from where a goal kick is normally taken. Bloody hell. It was definitely not off. I literally saw the replay. Yeah, Balumi, who obviously scored the first goal for Hull, he assisted the second as well, so fair play to him. What a sad way for Millwall's season to end. Really sad. Oh my God, I've just seen that Balumi didn't even start the game as well. Balumi and Gelhard, who have scored Hull's goals tonight, they didn't even start. Wow, the substitutes have certainly made an impact. There's a yellow card here, I'm not too sure who for. Is a yellow card for, I believe, Pedro Porro for a foul on James Justin. Let's see the replay. Yeah, Porro has the ball. Justin goes in for the tackle. I think Porro just catches him, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a foul. And then Justin, I don't know what's going on here. I really don't. Let's see again. I might be wrong, but... Oh, I tell you what, it's not a great challenge. It won't be a red, but... Because he got the ball first, but it's not a great challenge. I mean, it's just the aftermath as well. Oh, Porro. Oh, I think he's holding his, Did Justin... I don't know at this point. But Porro's been booked. That's his 9th yellow card of the season. He's all right. I mean, look, if Millwall could get a goal back in the last few moments, then obviously it could make it interesting. But for now, it is Hull going to Wembley. I believe, I might be wrong on this, James Maddison could be coming on in a few minutes' time for his first appearance. He hasn't played since August in pre-season. I think it was a pre-season game against Arsenal as well, or it might have been Newcastle or someone like that. It was a Premier League team, but yeah, he tore his ACL. So he never played a competitive game under Thomas Frank or Igor Tudor. And neither has people forgotten this guy, Dejan Kulusevski. He's not played all season. Didn't play a single game under Thomas Frank and didn't play a single game under Igor Tudor. Yeah, he came off in a game last season towards the end of the season against Crystal Palace. Apparently it was only supposed to be a knock. He hasn't played since. I think he's been out for like a whole year now. It's incredible. Here's Calvert-Lewin. What is he doing? Seriously. No brain cells with that man. Why has he gone for a shot there? You're never ever going to score from there. I mean, he didn't have a lot of options, but just carry the ball. But yeah, who knows? Kinski goes long to... it's out for a throw-in. Is it going to be Maddison? Is James Maddison coming on? I might be wrong, but we'll see. I mean, just look at this. Tottenham haven't had a touch in Leeds' box since the 59th minute. Leeds haven't had a touch in Tottenham's box since the 75th minute. 25 minutes without a touch. This is what I mean. Tottenham, in the last 25 minutes, they've been quite passive going forward. When was the penalty scored? Just over 10 minutes ago? Yeah. Just after the 70th minute. Here he is. I was right. James Maddison is coming on here for Spurs. He is not. So is Jed Spence. Maddison has not played all season. He's been out with an ACL, but with including this game, 3 games to go, he is back for Spurs. Oh yeah, he played under Daniel Farker at Norwich as well, yeah. There he is. He gets a massive applause and a massive standing ovation from the Tottenham crowd. James Maddison, big fan of him. I feel like Tottenham have massively missed him this season. Big question is, though, and we do have to consider this as well, obviously it's great that he's back, will he be the same player? Because some players come back from an ACL injury and they're just simply not the same player. We'll have to wait and see. But in terms of changes, Maddison's come on for Matthias Tell and Spencer's come on for your doggy. I mean, what a moment it would be if Maddison could score a last-minute winner. Oh, wow. The scenes would be just incredible. And I think it's good for... I mean, I've seen a lot of Tottenham fans say that if they go down, Maddison will stay. Not sure about that. Maddison's had his first touch and he's kicked out of play for a throw-in. A little bit rusty, but yeah. No, look, he's a quality player, Maddison. But yeah, there's absolutely no way he stays at Tottenham if they go down. It feels like every time I see a predicted lineup for Tottenham next season, if they were to go down, he's always in the lineup. Why would he stay? He's probably still... I mean, he's not going to be in the World Cup squad because he's just simply not played this season, but he's still got an England future, 100%. So why would he play in the Championship? I know he probably loves Tottenham, but still, I don't know, man. Look, I might be wrong. He might stay. You just never know. But I very much doubt a player of James Maddison's quality would stay in the Championship, even if it's just for one season. Don't get me wrong, he'd probably be the best player in the entire league, but, well, I say probably he would be the best player in the entire league, but I just don't think it makes sense at all. We've got about 3.5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Still Tottenham 1, Leeds 1. Both teams still very much capable of finding a winner here. I did say that this game had a draw written all over it. I did predict a Tottenham win. I said 2-1, which is still very much possible. But I did say, because obviously Tottenham have only won 2 games at home all season. Leeds have only won 2 away games all season. So I wouldn't be surprised one bit if it does finish in a draw. Here's Colomwani. Decent footwork, but ends up losing the ball. And then Nemecha gives the ball away. Colomwani. And it's gone out for a throw-in. Bloody hell, no one can pass the ball. No one can pass the bloody ball. Yeah, there'll be a decent amount of added time, I reckon. Simply because, obviously, with the penalty decision. Here is Justin with the throw-in. Calvert-Lewin headers it onwards. And Stack almost managed to keep it for Leeds. Here is Van der Ven. Tottenham have literally done nothing going forward in the last half an hour. That's a foul on Van der Ven. Oh, he's given a handball. Oh, no. Well, Van der Ven went down and then he... Because sometimes players like to do that. They just assume they're going to get the free kick. He just has the ball in his hands. Maddison is not happy. Is it a foul? Not really. I actually think it's more of a foul on Ampadu. But ultimately, Van der Ven handballs it. So that was a bit silly, wasn't it? But yeah. Yeah, I think as time ticks on, it is definitely going to be Hull in the playoff final. Do they deserve it? Yeah, I mean, they've had, don't get me wrong, Millwall have dominated possession, 66% to Hull's 34%, but Hull have had almost twice the amount of XG, more shots on target, more big chances. So yeah, well done to Hull. Yeah, Hull haven't been in the Premier League since 2017 as well, so again, I think it'd be good if they get promoted as someone different. And who knows? You never know. They could stay up. You just never know with the Premier League. Oh, that's brilliant from Justin. But then he's lost the ball. No one can pass the ball, can they? Which team do you support? Bloody hell. I'm a Man United fan, mate. Yes, I am. I'm a United fan. Who do you support? Yeah, I've done a few United streams. I'll be doing another one on Sunday as well when we play at home to Forest. Casemiro's last game at Old Trafford as well. It's going to be sad, man. I mean, I just wish he was staying. But ultimately, I can... Look, he's 34 years old, to be fair. So I can understand why we're letting... Well, to be fair, I think it was more his decision. But yeah, I am a United fan. I revealed that about almost a month ago. My first video, which involved just simply United... I had a rant when we lost to Leeds 2-1. Oh no, I'm a Liverpool fan. Oh mate, it's fine. We can still, you can still be, we can still get on. Now look, I've had loads of people in my chat who are Liverpool fans. Oh, I did a Man United Liverpool watch along last Sunday. I thought it was pretty respectful, yeah. But yeah, I mean, your club at the moment, mate, they're an absolute state. Oh, this could be a chance. Colomwani, good tackle from Bornau, going to be a corner. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Liverpool at the moment, mate. Oh my word. Bloody hell. 13 minutes stoppage time. I knew there was going to be a lot, but 13? That's basically, all right, we could just sit back now. 13 minutes stoppage time is crazy. That is more than enough time for a goal to be scored. Or 2, or maybe even 3, bloody hell. 13 minutes. I mean, where have they got 13 minutes from? The penalty decision didn't take that long, did it? It took about 5 minutes. But how they got... I mean, that is mental. Porro, corner. Danso headers it. Here's Bergvall. James Maddison whips it in. Darlow, for some reason, has punched it instead of claiming it. But he's punched it pretty far, to be fair. We got absolutely shat on. What, by us? No. Well, for the first half you did, but then we bloody gave you 2 goals and then obviously won it through Mainu. But yeah, even the game against Chelsea, it just feels like Liverpool are moving away from what they should be. Like what they were under Jurgen Klopp. That's what a Liverpool team should be. High pressing, always on the front foot. And obviously Liverpool was so good under Jurgen Klopp, weren't they? I'm not going to say he underachieved, but I think the fact that he only won one Premier League and one Champions League doesn't do him justice. The fact that Arteta could be matching that in one season, but Klopp is obviously a miles better manager than Arteta, definitely. Maddison with the corner, Palhinha. Oh my God, that could have ended up anywhere. Calvert-Lewin gets it away, and for some reason, Justin has headed it back into the box. Danso to Porro, now Palhinha. Tottenham coming forward here. Well, they haven't really done a lot of attacking in this last half an hour. I give it to mate. If Maddison scores, that'd be limbs, wouldn't it? Richarlison headers it on. What are Leeds doing? Just cleared. Is that a foul? Bergvall with an absolute spoon of a strike, and it's over the bar. Honestly, if you were to compare the players in Liverpool and Man United's positions, who would you say is in what? Very good question. Up to 297 subscribers. Thank you, guys. Really do appreciate it. That is a really good question, mate. Right. Yeah, why not? We've got 13 minutes here. Right. Goalkeeper. All right, hang on. Before I do this, what do you want me to base it on? Do you want me to base it on this season or ability? I mean, I could do both, but I'll let you decide. Do you want me to do it based on this season or their actual ability? I dropped the sub, by the way. You seem so chill. Cheers, mate. Really appreciate it. And even though you're a Liverpool fan, it's fine. We can get on. If we're football fans, that is all that matters. Leeds are making a change here. Longstaff has just come on for Al Tanaka. Hey, just subscribe to your channel. Much respect and appreciation for your videos. Excellent channel, fantastic content. Love from Dublin. Also fully United. Thank you, mate. Really do appreciate it. And you're a United fan, which massively helps, of course. But no, honestly, seriously, I really do appreciate it. But yeah, that guy who this season, thank you. I was about to say, let me know what I should base it on. Right, this season, I would go for, bloody hell, that was a bit of a risky clearance. Here's Porro. I'll answer in a minute. Let me just see what Tottenham can do from this attack. Oh, good tackle from Justin. And then Ampadu comes off Porro, and then Calvert-Lewin. Oh, what a pass that is. Longstaff, that's a foul from Bergvall. Not given. Right. So this season, I'm gonna try and be as unbiased as possible. This season, okay, in goal has to be Lamans. It has to be. Alisson has been injured for not most of the season, but Alisson is so injury prone. Like genuinely so injury prone. But for me, Lamans has been a fantastic signing for us. So I'll go Lamans in goal. Right back. Dalot, I think it has to be Dalot. Liverpool's right backs this season have been Frimpong, Szoboszlai and Jones. And Szoboszlai's very good, but he's not a right back. Neither's Curtis Jones. And Frimpong. Frimpong is not a right back in my opinion, but I don't think he's a right winger either. I honestly think Frimpong's best position is a right wing back. But ultimately, not a lot of teams play back three nowadays. But no, honestly, I think right back has to be Dalot. Left back, again, I'm trying to be unbiased. It's got to be Luke Shaw. Robertson has been... De Zerbi's not happy there. Robertson has been mostly the backup this season. Obviously, he's leaving at the end of the season. And Kirkes has not done it for me. I think he's been really poor. Considering how good he was last season at Bournemouth. De Zerbi's been booked, not surprising. But yeah, I think Shaw's been so consistent, considering the fact he started every single Premier League game this season. I think I've got to have him in. Centre-backs. I would go... See, this is difficult because we have had problems at centre-back all season in terms of like injuries. We never really have like loads of fit centre-backs at the same time. Like De Ligt has been out since November. Maguire's had injuries this season. Yoro's had a few injuries. Martinez has had injuries. The only centre-back who's managed to keep himself fit all season is Aidan Heaven. I would go for... So, corner here for Spurs. I would go for... Well, in terms of Liverpool, I would give you a centre-back. I'll go Van Dijk. Look, don't get me wrong. Van Dijk, in terms of his normal standard, for me, been nowhere near it this season. But I still think, because his standard is so high compared to other centre-backs in world football, I think I'd have to go Van Dijk. Van Dijk, not Konate. Konate's been awful this season compared to normally how good he is. Is it Maguire? I think I'd probably go Maguire, yeah. Martinez has been injury prone. De Ligt hasn't played since November. Heaven and Yoro are young centre-backs. Yeah, and to be fair, I think a partnership of Van Dijk and Maguire, that's good. So my back line is Lamans, based on this season, Lamans, Shaw, Maguire, Van Dijk, Dalot. Midfield 3, I think you've got to have Casemiro in there. 9 Premier League goals from defensive midfield, obviously leaving at the end of the season, but his last season at United, you could argue it's been his best one. I think his first season probably better than his second, than this season. But yeah, he's been absolutely brilliant. I think he's got to be in. And who's the alternative? For me, Gravenberch has been way off it this season. I know he scored a brilliant goal against Chelsea, but for most of the season, he's not been great. So I go, yeah, definitely Casemiro. I think you've got to have Szoboszlai in there. He's probably been Liverpool's best player. Oh, this could be a chance. Conor Gallagher. It's Gallagher going all the way. Are any Leeds players going to tackle him? Nonto wins the free kick, foul from Gallagher. So yeah, Casemiro, Szoboszlai, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is probably for me the first name on the team sheet, definitely. So yeah, midfield 3, Casemiro, Szoboszlai, Fernandes. Is that the best balance? Maybe not, because obviously Szoboszlai is quite an attacking player as well, but I think you've got to have... I think that's probably the easiest choices of the team. Casemiro, Szoboszlai, Fernandes. So that's my midfield. And then the attack... Sorry it's taking so long. I'd just like to go for it. Right wing. Right. Who we got? Salah, obviously. And Mbumo and Ahmad. Well, Ahmad has been very poor this season. He's only got 2 goals, 2 assists. And Mbumo hasn't scored since February. And Salah has been, for his standards, very poor. But I would it's like Van Dijk. I would still go for Salah. Oh my God, Leeds could win it here. Longstaff. Oh, he's at the bar. Oh my God. Oh my God, Leeds have hit the bar. Wow, Sean Longstaff. It's finished full time at the Den, by the way. Millwall 0, Hull 2. And you've got to say, Mohamed Baloumi has just sent Hull to Wembley, as Brady has just said in the chat. He literally didn't even start the game, came off the bench. Wait, he saved it. Antonin Kinski with an absolutely incredible save. Longstaff, there was so much power on the shot. That is incredible. How has that not gone in? I told you, Kinski's redemption arc is incredible. Fair play to him. I think Leeds have got the corner. That save might keep Tottenham in the Premier League, because if that goes in, Tottenham are only 1 point above with 2 games to go. That save probably it might keep them in the league. Wow. But Leeds could still win it. Ball comes in. It's gone all the way through. I'll continue with my combined 11 in a sec. Here's Stack. Stack puts it in. Header. This could be a chance. Oh my God. How's it not gone in? What's going on? I don't know. I think it went across goal, but it's just, I can't tell from this angle. Oh my God, mate. Leeds. How have Leeds not won it? Nonto. That's a foul, definitely, from Colomwani. Right, where was I with this combined 11 quickly? Right, what I was saying about Salah, yeah, even though his standard compared to most wingers in this league is like here, he's been poor, but he's still been better than both of our right wingers, in my opinion. How close was this? Oh, Longstaff. I don't know what he's done. Longstaff could have scored twice. Yeah, the ball comes across. Does he just not kick it? I don't know what he's done there. He's just put it across the face of goal. But yeah, so I'd still go Salah right wing. And Boom hasn't scored for 2 months. Ahmad hasn't scored since December. Salah's in the team. Left wing, I think it's got to be Cunha, definitely. Engamoa, I really like. Really good talent, but ultimately he should be starting most games, really. Definitely not Cody Gakpo in this team. He's been awful. So yeah, Cunha on the left. And then up front, hang on, let's just see what this free kick comes to. And there's a head clash, I think. Oh, free kick's been given Spurs way. I can't believe that's not gone in. What a save from Kinski. Striker, who's in between? Ekatike, Sesko, Isak. We can't have Isak in this team based on this season. I'll go Ekatike. I'll give you Ekatike. I really do like him. I think United should have signed him. I think as much as I'm more than happy with Sesko, I think he's been brilliant, especially since Carrick came in. But I think overall, based on this season as a whole, I would give it to Ekatike. I'm just seeing this save again. I mean, you could argue... I don't want to say... Does Kinski get a bit lucky with the fact it hits the bar? What I mean is, like, he's literally just got to put his arm up straight away. Like, in most cases, like, there's so much power on the shot, it normally just ends up in. You could argue the crossbar's come to his rescue, but still... Because, mate, you could argue it was straight at him, but there's so much power on the shot from Longstaff. As you know, what am I saying? He's not lucky. That's an unbelievable save. How am I trying to downplay that? So yeah, my combined 11, Man United, Liverpool, based on this season, would be Lamans, Shaw, Van Dijk, Maguire, Dalot, Casemiro, Szoboszlai, Fernandes, Cunha, Salah, Ekitike. So how many Liverpool players is that? Ekitike, Salah, Szoboszlai, Van Dijk. Is that fair? I think that's fair. I mean, I know we're only one place above you in the league, but we're 5 points ahead. We've beaten you both times this season, and we've just been better. If I had to base it on overall, though, or like actual ability, not just this season, I'd probably go Alisson in goal. What are you talking about? Yeah, I was waffling, to be honest, about Kinski. I don't know why I was trying to downplay that. Yeah, it was unreal. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. I just completely went off on a different tangent saying, oh, that's not a good save. Acting like I would have bloody saved it. It would have gone straight in if I was in there. But no, fair play. Honestly, I don't know. Just had a bit of a brain fart. But yeah, Kinski, unbelievable save. But I did say it's probably kept Tottenham in the league. Danso long throw in. Palhinha shot blocked. There's 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Leeds should have won it. Tottenham could still win it. I mean, even though there's only been 2 goals, there's been a lot of drama. Yeah, just forget what I said about that save. Ridiculous. Oh! Penalty! Penalty! That's a penalty. That's got to be a penalty, surely. Oh, my word. That has to be a pen. That's got to be a penalty for Spurs. I might be wrong. I need to see the replay. Who was it? Who fouled? Oh, that's a penalty. That's got to be a pen. That's got to be a penalty on Maddison. It's Maddison as well. He's going to take it as well, I guarantee you. Let's see again. I think that's got to be a penalty. I might be wrong. I think that has to be a pen. I think Spurs might just have a chance to win it here. Oh, my word. What is Nemecha? Has he got across it? Yeah. It's definitely a pen. It is definitely a penalty for me. Can't believe the referee didn't give it. What? Oh. Oh my God. He's not giving it. That 5-second clip of me being silent is just bloody meme material there. That is the... Oh my God. Hang on a sec. They could still score. Maddison ball in, headed away. Oh my God. Wait, hang on. I'll talk about it at the end of this game because they could still win this game. I can't believe what I've just seen there. Chance headed away. It's going to be it any minute, I think. I'm stunned. If I was a Tottenham fan, I think this monitor might not still might not be here if I was a Tottenham fan right now. I cannot believe what I've just seen. Right, Maddison. That's a good ball in. Danso headers it across. It's Richarlison who shoots, and it's another block from Rodon. No, I want Spurs to go down. They could still go down. They'll be 2 points above. But if West Ham win on Sunday, Tottenham back in the relegation zone. I am stunned. I can't believe what I've just seen. That is the most ridiculous decision I've ever seen. Anyway, they could still win it. Could they still win it? They could. Oh, no. Is it another corner? Bloody hell. They've played 2 minutes over the time. The VAR decision didn't take that long, did it? I think this will be the last chance. Oh, my God. The storyline. Maddison winning the penalty. I guarantee he would have taken it as well. Oh, my God. That is ridiculous. Hang on. Could Tottenham still win it here? Ball comes in. Maddison with the corner. And I think it's going to be clear. Gallagher controls it. He finds Maddison on this right-hand side. Could Tottenham still win it? Is that a free kick? He's not given the free kick. Instead, he's given the full... He's blown for full time. That is the full-time whistle here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I cannot believe... Now that the game's done, I can actually talk about it. I cannot believe... I genuinely cannot believe that was not a penalty. I'm stunned. I'm genuinely... I want Tottenham to go down as well, mate. But right, can I just say, how are none of those Tottenham players going to that referee? It seems like they're happy with the point. I'd be in that referee's face right now. Who knows, they might be. De Zerbi is going to be absolutely... I can't believe that. I'm genuinely speechless. Right, two things. How is the referee not given that on field? But the fact that the VAR looked at that, they looked at the replay, which was a clear trip from Nemecha on Maddison, and they've not. I'm gonna have to make a TikTok about it. I literally made a TikTok yesterday about the referee, and I'm gonna have to do it again. I gobsmacked. How is De Zerbi not genuine? Again, that oh my god, how is De Zerbi not fuming? It seems like those Tottenham players are just deflated. Why is Farker speaking to the ref? They've just got away with one there, Leeds, and they got a penalty. Tottenham didn't get a penalty. Why is he speaking to the official? I'm stunned. I can't believe that the only player who went to the referee was Maddison. I'm lost for words. If I was a Tottenham fan, my head would be on absolute Mars. I can't believe. Well, there's no point. Well, in terms of the Premier League table now, Tottenham do get a point over West Ham, but it's now the gap could have been 4 points if Tottenham won tonight. It's 2 points. And West Ham play before Newcastle. This relegation battle is far from over. This relegation battle, there is a good chance it goes down to the final day. Even if West Ham were to lose, so good thing for West Ham. That's nice. Daniel Farker and James Maddison sharing a nice moment. Obviously, Maddison was at Norwich. He was only at Norwich for one season, but Farker managed him there. Yeah, Maddison was amazing for Norwich, wasn't he? Oh, they've got some chats here. Do you honestly think the Spurs are going down, though? Oh, I keep changing my bloody opinion, mate. Right. If I had to put a bet on it, no, I don't think they will. Purely because, why don't I think they're going to go down, though? I need to actually explain it. Because I don't think West Ham will beat Newcastle. I think West Ham could get something. I do think West Ham can win against Newcastle, but I just don't think they will. I think they'll probably get a point. But even if Spurs were to lose at Stamford Bridge on Tuesday, Spurs have still got a point gap. West Ham would have to win and hope that Tottenham don't win. But you know what? But Tottenham could go down. No, because this is what's crazy, right? Could you imagine if West Ham go to St James's Park and win? And then, oh my God, mate, if you're Chelsea in this situation, there is a chance that Chelsea could be the reason as to why Tottenham are in the relegation zone come the final day of the season. If you're a Chelsea fan, this might be your most ideal scenario. But it's only an ideal scenario if West Ham can beat Newcastle. Maybe if West Ham can get a draw, it would only be 1 point. But then West Ham would have to better Tottenham's result on the final day. Tottenham have got Everton, haven't they? That's not easy. Everton might have to win to get Europe. Mate, this draw has completely thrown me off. This is what I mean. I don't think a draw was probably... Well, it's not the worst result. Obviously, a loss would have been worse. Leeds could have won it. Tottenham should have had a penalty. But yeah, I don't think they're going down, but I really want them to. I want them to as well, mate. I do. But, again, they definitely could. They 100% could. That is complete. Could you? Oh, but this is what I mean. Could you imagine if the goal stood yesterday? Could you imagine? Or if Fernandes scored the chance before Arsenal scored? Oh, my God. But this relegation battle is far from over. I think the fact that West Ham play before Tottenham... could be massive. Look at the results at the bottom this weekend. Yeah, they all lost, didn't? Well, Wolves lost to Brighton, Burnley drew to Villa, West Ham lost to Arsenal, Tottenham drew to Leeds, Forest drew. Did any of them win? I don't think they did. Opta, who is the supercomputer for the Premier League, they still think that there is an 85% chance West Ham go down. They are clearly not confident that West Ham get something at St James's Park. Can I just say, if West Ham beat Newcastle, I think Tottenham go down. I've said it now. I think if West Ham could, on Sunday, if they can go to Newcastle and beat them, they'll stay up. Because again, you can't see on my screen, but if for any of you are watching on Sky, they're showing the remaining fixtures. Tottenham have got Chelsea away 2 days after West Ham play Newcastle. Chelsea are going to do absolutely everything against Tottenham to try and not send them down, because it won't send them down, but like to push them closer to the edge. That game there, again, I'm pointing because it's what I can see. That game, May the 17th, Newcastle West Ham. Do you know what? I wasn't going to, purely because on the same day I'm doing a Man United Forest watch-along. On Sunday, May the 17th, will be the first day that I do 2 watch-alongs. Man United Forest at 12:30, because obviously I support United, I want to do a watch-along for that. And then 5:30, Newcastle against West Ham, purely because it's a massive game in the relegation battle. On Sunday, I'll be doing 2 watch-alongs. Man United Forest, 12:30 kickoff, and then Newcastle West Ham, 5:30 kickoff. I have to. I simply have to. They're just showing the scenes as well from the Den. Hull are in the playoffs. No, they're not in the playoffs. Hull are going to Wembley. Massive congratulations to them. They will play either Southampton or Middlesbrough tomorrow. Obviously, I am doing a watch-along for Southampton Middlesbrough tomorrow from 7:45 on the Frank Thinks YouTube channel. Spurs are so bad, man. They don't deserve to stay up. They have been awful, haven't they? I actually think West Ham have been better than Spurs. I forgot about the clock again. I've done it again. I do it every game. I forgot about the bloody clock. But it's fine. Hang on. Stop the clock. I still can't believe there was 13. I still don't know where they got 13 added minutes from, but I thought there was going to be at least like 7 or 8, not bloody 13. But yeah, honestly, that result has completely changed it, I think. But yeah, I honestly think the I forgot. I've lost my train of thought, guys. Sorry. No, what was I saying? I honestly thought. What was I saying? Oh yes, I think West Ham have been better than Spurs this calendar year. I think if you looked at both of their results, I think West Ham have got more points. Do you think that Arsenal-West Ham pen was a foul? What do you mean? Or not a pen? Oh, you talk about the actual goal. Because, yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that instead of the foul that was given Rye's way, I've seen loads of people, and I mean loads of people, say that they spotted that Rice was holding Mavropanos the whole time. Rice had both of his arms, I can't do it to myself, but Rice had both of his arms around Mavropanos the whole time, even before the corner came in. So really, that should be a penalty. You can't hold, even if they go down, even if they don't go down, you're stopping them from getting to the ball because you're holding them. They can't go anywhere. But that's what I mean. But the reason why I think the goal should have stood is purely because there was about 5 other fouls going on. Rice on Mavropanos, Trossard on Pablo, Gabriel was holding a shirt as well. It was literally WrestleMania in the box. That's why I think it should have stood. Even though I do understand why it was disallowed. But also, I think Arsenal have got away with that so many times. It literally happened first game of the season against us, where Saliba was he was literally holding Bayindir's arm. He can't do anything, could he? Yeah, I think that was very harsh. But again, can see why I was given, but it was very harsh. But to be fair, if it stood, I don't think the only people who probably would have been angry are Arsenal fans, because it seems like the only people who think it was a foul are Arsenal fans. Maybe it's because they don't want Arsenal to win the league, but certainly a controversial moment. I think it was a foul, but they have got away with a few doing the same thing. Defo foul for me. That's fine. It was probably a foul. It was probably a foul. But the reason why I would argue against it, to play devil's advocate, Pablo was the one who fouled Raya. Pablo was also getting fouled by Trossard. If you watch the clip back, Trossard was holding Pablo the whole time as well. They were literally cuddling. There was so much bloody cuddling in the box. That's what I mean. I just don't. There were so many fouls that could have been given. They could have given the foul on Mavropanos. Could have given the foul on. Who else? They could have given the foul, the shirt pull from Gabriel. They could have. If you watch the clip back, there are so many fouls that could have been given. That's why I think it was harsh. But yeah, that's another point. I did a TikTok on it yesterday. For those of you who didn't see it, Real Frank Thinks, by the way, on TikTok. I literally made a video on it, and I got about 5 different images. They weren't the exact same incident, but incidents where Arsenal got away with it. For example, Rice handballing it like that against Chelsea. Saliba holding João Pedro like that. Bayindir at the start of the season, where Saliba's holding his arm. What else was there? Gabriel having his elbow. He didn't elbow him, but he had his elbow in Martinez's face, which stopped him getting to the ball. I think there was another. Was there another one as well? Oh, right. It wasn't a foul, but like Arsenal crowding the 6-yard box against us when they tried to score a goal. Like, I just feel like goalkeepers are too protected these days. But then again, I can understand why. Like, when everyone's crowding the 6-yard box, I do feel sorry for the goalkeepers. Isn't it such a coincidence that the goalkeeper with the strongest fingertips in the league slips the ball on a league-decided match? I mean, could Raya have caught it anyway? Because I also did see a still image of Raya having the ball in both his hands and then he let it slip. That's what I mean. Like, it was very harsh. I can't just say, what a moment. Like, genuinely, because some referees would have just given the goal. Because let's be honest, Premier League referees are not brave. They're not brave. They are not brave enough to make big decisions. So that's why the one thing I will credit the referee for yesterday is the fact that he had the balls to make that decision. Because literally, the safest option would be to stick with the original decision, which was the goal. But obviously, if you disallow the goal, West Ham closer to relegation, Arsenal 2 games away from the title. So but yeah, look, I could definitely see why it was given. But literally, all I'm asking for, is it too much to ask for some consistency from the officials? I don't think it is. They get paid millions a year and they can't do their job properly. And I haven't even talked about it yet because obviously I've got questions about it in the chat. How in the world has that penalty not been given at the end on Maddison? That was the clearest trip from the Metro ever. I mean, the fact the referee the fact that the referee didn't give it on field is one thing. The fact the VAR had a look at it. And they didn't even send the referee to the screen. I mean, to be fair, most of the time, if the referee gets sent over to the screen, they'll give the penalty. But on the occasional times, they'll stick with the original decision. But I just can't believe. And also, what I can't believe is that the fact that none of the Spurs players, apart from Maddison, went over to the referee to confront him. Even De Zerbi didn't. Low millions a year, they don't, mate. Are you sure? Well, Premier League referees. I'm actually going to research this. How much do Premier League? Are you really? I mean, how much do they get paid then? They must get paid a bloody good amount. Oh, bloody hell! They're nowhere near millions a year. Well, to be fair, players get paid millions a year, and ultimately, to be fair, you could argue referees' jobs are harder. Because of the amount of shit they get every single week from all the match-going fans. There's much more pressure on the referees, is what I would say. But no, they're nowhere near. To be fair, they do earn a decent amount, around 250 grand annually, which, to be fair, is a very decent amount. But no, millions a year. I was over-exaggerating, to be fair. But still, that is a lot of money, though, 250 grand a year to be a Premier League ref. But that's what I mean. So, even though they don't get paid millions, 250 grand a year to not be a good ref. Like, it's a steal. It really is a steal. Fair play to them. Obviously, it's obviously good they're getting paid a lot, 100%, to provide, isn't it? I'm just waffling at this point. But no, look, I just think when you get paid that much and you're doing such a big job, you should be doing it to the highest standard. Especially as the Premier League, for me, is the best league in world football, the biggest league. It's the league that I think every league should aspire to be like. Because of how competitive it is. There are so many good teams. Like, I'm not being funny. Bournemouth could, again, I know I've said it so many times in my watchalongs, Bournemouth could be getting Champions League. I don't see when have teams like in like La Liga or Liga and like underdogs play Champions League. You're not going to see bloody you're not going to see bloody Elche play Champions League. You're not going to see Lorient play Champions League. You're not going to see Cremonese play. This is what I mean. Like, there are so many Premier League teams who are able to qualify for Europe because they deserve it. But that's why I think it's the most competitive league in world football. Oh, I've got loads of chats here. Bro has 2 or 3 golden gloves and drops the only cross that leads to a goal and it's disallowed. Arsenal do this stuff all the time, and up the other end it stands, but of course it's Arsenal. I did make that point as well. I guarantee you now, if Arsenal scored that goal to win the game, the goal stands. Because I just think the referees are used to Arsenal crowding the 6-yard box and they're always on the keeper. They're always on the keeper. Always. Like, it's ridiculous, I think. Have you seen some of the clips that delusional Arsenal fans have done? Some guy said Saka over 2020 Messi. The amount of Arsenal fans... I mean, I don't want to go into them too much. But I saw a clip earlier today which really rattled me. I don't know if he was joking or not. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Arsenal Fan TV. Obviously, they were at the game yesterday, and they obviously do interviews after. Someone on AFTV said that Arteta's better than Ferguson. Like, it's just stuff like that. Like, I would prefer them to win the league over City, of course. I'm a United fan. I hate City. Local rivals. I do not want them to win the league. Absolutely not. But Arsenal fans make it really difficult sometimes. How can you talk on a fan channel on YouTube saying that Mikel Arteta is a better manager than Sir Alex Ferguson? And look, they might be doing it for clicks. They might be. It might just be for clickbait. But they do it too much. Like, you can't do it that much and just say all the time, oh, it's for clicks. Oh, it's sometimes it's not, though, is it? It's really not. But yeah, that really rattled me. Because even if he doesn't think it's true, like, to put Sir Alex Ferguson and Mikel Arteta in the same breath is so disrespectful. I mean, to be fair, Arteta can be better than Fergie. All he needs to win is 13 Premier Leagues, 2 Champions Leagues, loads of cups. And then maybe we could start a conversation. Maybe we could start a conversation on that debate. But until that happens, they should not be talked. They should be. I mean, Arteta's not even better than Ranieri. Ranieri's won more Premier Leagues than Arteta. Look at the big red mark on his head from the kid. Oh, what, Bijol? Oh boy, Bijol or Ampadu? Because Bijol got a bad bruise, didn't he? So it's obviously a penalty. I don't even know. Yeah, but it's weird though, because they showed a different angle and it looked like he didn't touch him. But then they showed another angle. It's weird because when they did it slow-mo, it didn't look like he touched him. But when they played it normal time, normal speed, he definitely caught him. Silly from Mateus Tell. It's been raining in it. Some random Arsenal fan while they lost the game. I know, yeah. I saw when they drew to Wolves earlier this season, they were 2-0 up. And obviously Wolves at the time were on I don't even think they were on double-digit points. Obviously, Wolves came back to draw 2-2. And after the game, on Arsenal Fan TV, I saw someone talk about the wind, saying that there was wind gusts up to 36 miles. Like, it's not like... I don't know. Yeah, there might have been, but it's for both teams. This is what I mean. Like, I just can't take them seriously. But they're saying all of this stuff and they haven't even won anything. Imagine when they actually do win something, which could be in 2 weeks' time, when they could potentially be lifting the Premier League title at Selhurst Park and could win the Champions League. I don't mind if they win the Prem. I just do not want them to win the Champions League, because obviously they've never won it before, so it's just funny, isn't it? But yeah, look. And look, I'm not saying that it's just Arsenal fans that do this. Obviously, not every Premier League fan, but most Premier League fans are like that. Like, they always like to say that, like to overrate their players, like having some very bad opinions. But some of it is just for clicks, but some of it they actually believe. And ultimately, at the end of the day, football is about opinions. But when opinions are so wrong, like so wrong, then that's when you know they're just doing it for clicks. Like Arteta and Ferguson, I can't get it out of my head now. How can you put them in the same conversation? Like, it's ridiculous, seriously. But look, they're going to win the league probably. I don't think they'll win the Champions League. I think they'll lose to PSG, but I do think they'll win the league. But honestly, I cannot wait for this Premier League final day on May the 24th. Relegation, Europe. There is still a chance Champions League could be decided. Liverpool and Villa haven't confirmed it yet, and they've got to play each other on Friday. Like, that has not been confirmed just yet. Bournemouth are only 4 points off Villa, I think. Like, it's incredible. Like, it's genuinely incredible. And if Liverpool's a draw and Bournemouth win their next game, I mean, okay, Bournemouth's next game is against Man City, but Bournemouth have only lost one. They've only lost one game this calendar year in the Premier League, so they could definitely 100% beat City. My mates supported Man United up until 2020, then Liverpool to 2023, and since then Arsenal. You see a pattern. My mates supported Man United up to 2020. Yeah, then I don't even want to entertain that. I genuinely don't. But wait, Liverpool didn't even win anything in 2023. Did he just choose who? And ultimately, Why did it take him until 2020 to change? We've been, ever since Ferguson retired, it's not been great, has it? So I thought he would have. Yeah, that's very bad. I can't take people seriously like that when they change teams. Especially, it's worse to go to your rivals. That's enough for me. Do you know what? I think that's a good time to end the stream. Right. I just want to say massive thank you, guys. That is where I'm going to end the stream. I just want to say massive thank you to you all. I believe we're on 297 subscribers now. We are almost on 300. Hopefully, we could get it by the time of my watch along tomorrow. It's finished here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham 1, Leeds 1. Tottenham only 2 points above the relegation zone, and West Ham play before them in the next Premier League game week. The title race, relegation battle, and the race for Europe, all to be decided within this next 2 weeks. I cannot wait. I will see you once again tomorrow for another watch along, but this time for Southampton versus Middlesbrough in the Championship playoff semi-final second leg. I'll be live at the same time, 7:45 on the Frank Thinks YouTube channel. Just to say a massive thank you to you all. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on so that you never miss a future upload or a future stream. I will also be uploading a video just before my watch along. Just want to say a massive thank you to you all who have been active in the chat as well. Thank you guys for watching, or thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you again tomorrow. See you in a bit, guys. Cheers a lot. Thank you very much.